Hello everyone, welcome to the Redmen TV. It is the watch along. It is Liverpool versus Red Bull Salzburg. It's me, it's Steve, and it's Chloe here with you. All evening long, baby. We've got the team. We'll go through that very, very shortly. If you're watching this on Twitter, though, you can come and join us on youtube.com/the Redmen TV. We'll be here until about 10 to 15 minutes after the game's ended, giving you our thoughts and our sort of chat, really, more than anything. It's not, I wouldn't say it's commentary for this one. We'll go back to the commentary obviously on Saturday for the Community Shield, so get over to the redmentv.com/ youtube.com/the Redmen TV. Get over and join us, and we'll be continuing this conversation. Of course, big welcome to George Hardy, who's just joined as a first teamer on YouTube. Spam some emotes, you'll love it, I promise. But before we get into it a little, too much, we're going to talk football now. Of course, we're going to talk build-up and stuff. But I had an email this morning from a friend of the show. One of our viewers and listeners has not had a good time of it at the moment. They've been diagnosed with keratoconus. So Max Lynn, I hope you are listening. I just wanted to say, what?
Shout out to Max.
Shout out to Max. I just wanted to say, Amelia's told me all about the keratoconus and the operation that you've gone through on your eyes and stuff. She sent me a lovely email this morning that just said, I've got this here. The reason for emailing was to say Redmen's podcast is the only thing he's enjoyed listening to whilst being locked in the dark for 2 weeks in our room. So please pass on to the guys what an impact they do have. So Amelia, first of all, thank you for reaching out. Max, I just wanted to say hope you're doing well and stuff like that. Because Amelia has sort of spoken to me about it, I'm going to provide you with a 1-year subscription to Redmen Plus. You can speak to Amelia. It's already all organised. We've got your logins and everything like that, and you'll be able to download those podcasts into your native app and get all of the content that we produce. And I just hope it goes some way in making this recovery a little bit easier for you. Stay. Chloe, we are here to talk about the football, of course. The team is out. Chloe, do you want to go through it?
Yeah, I'll go for it. You've got Adrian in goal, your two centre-halves are Gomez and Kanate, Mabaya at right-back, Milner at left-back, Bajcetic at CDM, partnered by Jones and Cater in the midfield, and the front three that we all enjoyed in the last game, Carvalho, Nunes and Elliott.
Beautiful, isn't it? Now, I did wonder about how to pronounce Stefan B. So I've got a little YouTube video up here. I'm going to turn the volume up as well, just so you can get it through my microphone more than anything.
Oh, no.
Would you like to see? We might be able to put this on the screen as well. We've put it on the screen.
Stefan Bajcetic.
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 Stefan Bajcetic.
Bajcetic.
Stefan Bajcetic.
Stefan Bajcetic.
Stefan Bajcetic.
Bajcetic.
Still going to say Bajcetic though, aren't I?
Bajcetic.
Bajcetic.
So that's great. There's another.
Oh my
There's
God.
another 20 seconds of this. We could do this all day. And I'm down for it, of course. I'm looking forward to seeing him, just like Hitchin Baz is, who's been a member for 25 months. He's looking forward to another Nunes masterclass as well. Chloe, you went through the side. What is it you're looking at there? Obviously, you mentioned the front three. Is that what you're really looking to see, or are you looking to see a little bit more from Stefan Bajcetic?
Stefan
Bajcetic.
Bajcetic.
Sure, yeah. I'm going to go back to Bajcetic because that's just easier to pronounce for me. I'm excited to see him because he's done really, really well. But obviously the creativity comes from the front three. And those are the three players that we highlighted last week that were really, really good together. You're obviously interested in Darwin Nunes because you want to see more of him. Carvalho, we want to see more of him. He's so skillful. And Elliott, we know what we get with him, but every time he's on the ball, he just, he hypnotises you, makes you want to watch. So the front three is where I'm extremely interested in. But that midfield, I mean, even Curtis Jones, seeing what he's like today. Naby Keita, who at times was very good in the pre-season friendlies and at times was just not really in the game as much. And also, obviously, Gomez and Kanate, it'd be good to see. I think Kanate is the one against Matip in terms of who starts, obviously against City. But it'd be good to see them as a partnership as well.
Steve, that's a big sort of burning question for me, is what does this side mean for the Community Shield side?
Yeah, I was thinking this before and I was wondering, well, are these the lads who are starting at the weekend? So is he going to go Salah, Diaz, Bobby Firmino as strikers? Wouldn't be shocked. And then obviously you're looking at Fab, Hendo, Thiago. He might go Matip and Van Dijk, obviously with Trent and Robbo. So maybe that's exactly what it is. This is just the team who aren't going to start. But, yeah, who knows, really. I know Costas is injured, so that's probably why. Well, that is why Milner's playing at left back. He's looking after Bravo. But yeah, my guess is none of these lot start at the Community Shield, which isn't that big a shock, really. Obviously,
you could see the goalkeeper start, of course, depending on whether
yeah,
Alisson's back or
we'll
not.
see where Ali's at. But other than that, yeah, I think that's probably what we're looking at. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, I think so. I think for me, when you look at Milner, Gomez, Kanate and Mbaye, then it says to me that Matip's there. But from what I've seen all pre-season, the fact that Kanate's always been kind of paired with Virgil van Dijk, I thought we were going to see Kanate and Virgil van Dijk, so that's kind of a bit mad. Jurgen Klopp said, and I quote, "This pre-season we had to do slightly different and we wanted to do that as well. All of them will play the first time 90 minutes on Saturday." But that's how we did the training. So that's interesting. Obviously, we're not going to see anyone play 90 minutes until the Community Shield. I just wonder whether this is now going to be 60 minutes of this side, 30 minutes of probably the side that's going to start in the Community Shield towards the back end of the game, and then maybe we see them go again. But because it seems a bit strange to go 30 minutes and then 60 minutes later on in the game, doesn't it? But I don't know, it's a bit weird. It does say 60-30 to me.
Probably, or yeah, maybe 45-45, depends, because yeah, my guess is this team will play quite a bit. I think you're right, and if you're going to see the subs, it might be just sporadic ones, so everyone's on a clock everyone's different now. But by this point in the pre-season, everyone's different, so what can you get out of each of them? I don't know. I would have liked to see Nunes start against City. He definitely he might still do that, but I wouldn't be. We've been saying this for a while. I wouldn't be shocked if Bobby Firmino starts. Take
it from a man management point of view, right? And we'll come to both of you on this. A lot of pressure we know going on Nunes going into the season. You can quite easily go through a game and not score against Manchester City, but you've got the eyes of the world on you. Would it be beneficial, Chloe, for him to play in front of Anfield on the Sunday instead and not have that big pressure of playing against Man City? Is that maybe what Klopp's thinking?
It depends what player you're dealing with. Some people love pressure. Some people thrive under pressure, and we don't know what type of player Nunes is. I mean, he did it in the Champions League. You're under pressure there, aren't you? Because it's the worldwide stage. So it really does depend what Nunes is. Maybe Nunes needs the atmosphere of Anfield and to be adored, and maybe that's what is perfect for him. But of course, I'd rather see Nunes start against City, because you want to see where he fits in for the rest of the season, and City's the game that's going to be closest to anything of a Premier League status game. So
even if he doesn't start, he'll get on the won't he? That's the thing. He'll definitely be playing some part in that game.
Yeah, we'll continue the chat, of course, but before we do, we've got a little break upcoming right now. I'll tell you a little bit more about our brand new audio documentary series.
Hey everyone, just want to tell you that our phenomenal, incredible, unique, world-class Jordan Henderson 10 Years a Red documentary is now available as a podcast. 3 episodes. Episode 1 is going to be available to listen to in your native podcasting app across all good podcasting services for free. That's going to be charting his rise up the ranks at Sunderland, leading up to his move to the mighty Reds. Episodes 2 and 3 covering his rise at the Reds, playing right midfield, fighting against all the odds to become an established Liverpool player. And episode 3, the good stuff, the stuff where he shuffles his legs and lifts loads of silverware.
He's absolutely brilliant footballer.
The dressing room is a much better place with people like him, and he's a wonderful footballer.
My captain.
Episodes 2 and 3 streaming exclusively on Redmen Plus. Head over to redmenplus.com. If you've checked it out in video form and you want to get it on the go, you can get it. If you've never experienced it before, get the incredible Jordan Henderson Hendo 10 Years of Red documentary in your ears right now.
Welcome back. It is the watch along. It's Liverpool, it's Salzburg, it's pre-season friendly number 4. A little bit of housekeeping. We've got a new first team member on YouTube, Shane Moses, or as I like to say, Shane Moses. I don't know why I said that.
Why'd you like to say that?
I don't know. I didn't know if I did, but do you know what? I did enjoy it. I enjoyed it much more than Shane Moses. Shane Moses. Okay. Thank you very much for joining. Amelia's been back in touch as well, the girlfriend of Max Slynn. Hi all, Max listens to that and is so chuffed. Class from you guys, great bunch of people. Thanks all the listeners for the well wishes. Max is going to be listening to the Game Justice for the 97. You'll never walk alone. Amelia, I'm made up. You're a top bird for sorting that out for your fella as well. Really appreciate that and reaching out to us and stuff. The email does mean a lot to us, to be honest. It's always nice to hear if you've had a positive impact on someone's day, week, life or whatever. So yeah, I'm glad that we're able to do that, and I hope Max is sound. It is about to kick off. Steve, Kurt Jones has come out with some interesting stuff pre-match.
Yeah, he was just speaking to LFC TV. I got the quote here, fans interesting. He says, now it's time to start to show the ability and talent I've got. I'm not a kid anymore. I've had games in the Champions League and the Premier League, and there's been games I've shown I'm capable of being a standout. For me, I'd like to go for 10 goals and 10 assists this season. So basically, it sounds to me like someone said to him, like, basically, yes, you're a first team, and I'll go and act like it. And he knows it himself, because when he sees the likes of Elliott and Carvalho coming through and stuff, like, he should be thinking, well, I should be playing them games. That should be me.
We talked about this on the podcast.
Yeah, go on, Ernie. And he's absolutely right. He's not a kid anymore. He's been around now for a number of seasons. He was integrated as a youngster, and then he was a first team player. Now he's a fully fledged member of the first team squad. So he is right if he wants to play every week. And there's a space for someone in midfield. I'm certain of it. As the game kicks off, then yeah, he's right. Go on, Ernie. You're not a kid anymore. Like, yeah, I think he needs a good season before people start asking questions of whether he's got a long-term future.
Absolutely. Milner down the left-hand side quickly. I tell you what, Carvalho got absolutely done by Van der Bremt then, didn't he? That was either his name or a sponsor. I've got no idea.
He got done by Red Bull Salzburg. Oh no, that's a fella's name.
With the numbers, I can read numbers. So, Chloe, Salzburg a little bit further ahead in the pre-season, in that it's not.
Yeah, they're literally in the season.
They've had a cup game. They won that one 3-0 against Augsburg, I think it was.
They won the league. They won the league.
SV Fusion in the Austrian Cup on July the 15th, and then won 3-0 over Austria Ven on Friday. So, what are our expectations going into this game, knowing that they've literally started their season and sacked it off for a pre-season with us?
I think it'll be good to see where we are fitness-wise, because obviously they're in their season, so their fitness should be, in peak condition. They should be right up for it. It'd be good to see. Obviously, this isn't the side that's going to start against Manchester City, but it'd be good to see where we are in terms of legs and how many minutes we can get in them. We know James Milner will probably last longer than everyone else in this, but for the rest of us, like Nunes, who played in the Portuguese league, it's not got the same intensity as the Prem. It'd be good to see where we all are at, and also just quality as well. There's parts of football where you can only get better by being within the footballing situations, and that is where we are now. And put them in a game, and let's see how good our quality is against the side that's playing their season.
Yeah, absolutely. 1 minute 40 in. Sorry, Steve.
I think they've played like 7 friendlies and they've had a cup game and a league game. Like I said, they played Vienna the other day. Billy Kimetio played, didn't they?
Yeah.
For Vienna, obviously didn't go too well for them. But yeah, Chloe's right, really, is that if nothing else, I thought against Palace looked really leggy and unfit. And actually Leipzig didn't look that fit either. There shouldn't be any of that with these, really.
Again on Carvalho. That's the second time he's been slagged down already.
Yeah, Jürgen's literally saying, chill out a bit, right?
That's a joke. It's a pre-season friendly, for God's sakes.
That I was about to say, Chris, though. They are...
He's been booked.
They're in season.
So?
No, but that's what I'm saying. But can you turn it off again? You know what I mean?
Yeah. You're doing training every day.
Yeah, but I don't know. I'm just thinking, are they used to, because they've had 2 competitive games, tackles are different, Jürgen's not happy with them.
It's twice on him already. That's naughty.
Jürgen's just been Pep Guardiola.
Anyway.
A yellow card
Van der Bremt.
friendly.
Ignace Van der Bremt. He deserves a yellow just for his name.
Did you see Carvalho's comments the other day? Wants to be getting that Portugal squad for the Euros.
Yeah.
I hadn't even...
World Cup.
Sorry, for the World Cup. I hadn't even considered like that as a thing, like players playing for places, and he's one that...
Look at that.
Bacchetta, he's lovely on the half turn. That's one thing we've noticed about him.
Keita looks mean with a skinhead, doesn't he?
Everyone looks better bald, I think.
Well, you would. What do you reckon on that one?
Not too sure.
No.
Same thing.
There you go. Kurt Jones out on that left-hand side. He's got Milner. He's got Carvalho. Who's he going to use? James Milner goes on a little 1-2 maybe. James Milner pulls it back for Carvalho. Nice little triangle there. Good movement by the 3 players. It's back into Bacchetta.
Oh, wow. He's really good.
He's really good. He just seems dead calm and composed. There you go. Keita's got the ball. He's got options on that right-hand side. You can see Elliott chooses Nunes.
Well, in Nunes.
Direct play. Elliott, edge of the penalty area, driving. Lost the picture. He's driven into the box. He plays it to the right back. Maguire then does something, I think, whips it in, and Nunes may or may not score. We've literally lost the picture, guys. I'm just commentating on a black screen at the moment. We think this is LFC TV, but last time they had a logo in the top right-hand corner, and this time they don't have a logo in the top right-hand corner. Maybe Joe, our producer, could go in and... no, that's definitely LFC TV. We've now got a white band, a gold band, a blue band, a green band, purple band, a red band, a dark blue band, and a black band across the screen in vertical lines. That's 7, nay 8 vertical lines.
Is everyone else
different
having
colours
multi
all over the
screen.
place. We've gone back to black. We've gone back to the multicoloured screens. Again, those 8 lines, they've gone
Oh,
off.
LFC.
The LFC TV logo right on the screen now. It's ramping up inside. Has Nunes scored? No. It's 0-0. 4 minutes 15 gone. No idea what happened. Glad you could join us.
Well done, you. I thought that was Artelia.
I might commentate better on no game than a game.
Maybe, yeah.
I thought Artelia broke, but no, indeed, it's the feed from LFC TV.
Oh, dearie me. Well,
Can't
Joe
get
Gomez has
anything
got the
right
ball
then,
now. It's a lovely direct
Oh.
ball
Lovely.
trying to hit Nunes. But
Oh,
we've
we're
got
on it.
numbers in attack. It's 3 versus 5.
What a ball.
What a ball to Elliott. He's in on the right-hand side of the penalty area.
Keep
Is he
it
going
in,
to
lad.
stop it? Yes, he's going to cut inside. Use that left foot, dink it over to Nunes. Probably. No, cuts inside. Milner on the
Milner's
edge of the
on the
penalty
edge.
area. Lovely little one to a Keita. But
That was a
doesn't
wrong
come off.
option from Elliott.
Yeah.
He just ran some. It was a poor run with the ball, really. He was just running away from goal with nothing on.
He should have played the ball. He wanted to play it into James Milner. I think, Chloe, you could
Yeah.
see him literally
He was
like
free
this
on
at
the edge of the
back
box,
going,
yeah.
I won the lactate test.
Oh my God.
Just never stops, does he, James Milner? He's
No, he's
absolutely.
incredible.
It's a good little start from Liverpool, apart from that minute where we don't know what happened.
And that was not Liverpool's fault. It was LFC TV's, that one.
I wonder who they're getting the pictures off. They must be raging. Like when you sell stuff like this for loads and loads of dough, and like the pictures aren't even there. Most of the pre-season games on FC TV. I like that Mabaya. He was good the first time he played, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
very powerful.
I know he made that mistake, Steve, but something to get excited about. We're in Liverpool's depth chart. You know, you like your American footy, and Chloe, you're the same, actually. You like your American footy. What's the depth chart look like for you at right back?
Trent, Gomez, Milner,
Ramsey.
Ramsey. I mean, I can't. How can I talk about Ramsey? I don't know. I've never seen him kick a ball, but I think Gomez would be next before Milner. I would think.
I think he might go horses for courses on that one.
Yeah, mate. I think he would go Gomez. Would be my guess. But obviously, again, we spoke about this on the podcast. I don't want to repeat too much, but like how Calvin Ramsey is and when he's fit and when available is that does impact things a lot. So yeah, we can't really comment on because unfortunately, we just haven't seen him kick a ball yet.
He did travel though, didn't he?
Yeah, same as Alisson. They're there or thereabouts.
Look at Carvalho.
Who was that with Curtis? That
He's
is
got to be playing the pass there, surely.
Yeah, yes.
There you
that
go.
is-
Oh, well
but
done,
just-
Stefan.
He's unbelievable, isn't he?
I think if you asked every single person what's the biggest downfall of Curtis Jones, he takes a long time to make a decision.
Yeah.
It seems to take a while to probe what he needs.
He holds the
yeah,
ball too long, and then by
yeah.
the time you can't do the same pass that
the
was
run's
right
gone
one.
or the
That's funny because I'm not. I see it slightly different to that. Is that sometimes he does that and he comes out of it because he does that. So I sometimes see that as a strength, and yeah, clearly
it depends in what
sometimes see it as
areas.
a
I
weakness.
think there's times where it just takes him ages
Yeah, that's
to
fair.
play the obvious pass.
When you're in
Certainly
transition
then.
and you've countered, yeah.
I mean, Carvalho played that 1-2 with him, gone on the run, got a yard on his man. He needed playing in, didn't he? I wonder whether he was just trying to draw that other defender into him a little bit to give Carvalho that little bit more space. We've taken the corner short. Looks like Milner's moved over there. And he's whipped the ball in. Nothing's happening. Kurt Jones on the edge. He's got Carvalho, I think, to his left-hand side. He does. Plays it into him. Nice step
feet.
over. Lovely little ball into the box. Fella brought down there.
Nunes.
But nothing
I
given.
enjoyed that. It was unnecessary. I quite enjoyed that.
Oh,
that's
that's
Megs.
lovely. I hope he called it. A
Good defender,
Natsu Megu, if you will.
Good defending.
That's the Japanese for nutmeg.
Nice one.
You learn a
Learn
lot.
something new every day.
You
don't
learned
you?
it from the YouTube
Nunes near
comments last
post
year.
on
I
the
think
corner.
when Minamino did it to somebody.
Oh, Minamino,
Peter.
miss him.
Yeah, he had a Boss song as well.
So,
Well, the Ragamuffins version of his song's Boss.
Elliott.
No good ball.
James Milner. He's got Kurt Jones. Do you want to play a quiz, everybody?
What's the quiz about?
Liverpool.
I'm not going to win, but yeah.
I was going to say yeah until I realised it was about the Reds. I was thinking it was going to be like.
Oh, go on. Keita.
Go on with it.
Oh, he's played
Go on,
Nunes
Nunes,
in.
use your left foot.
Well,
A little bit
to be
fumbling.
honest, it was the right option. I don't think the shot was on. Just couldn't quite get his foot around it.
Should we play a quiz? Let me know in the YouTube comments. I've got 2 or 3 questions.
Here comes
lined
oh,
up.
Adrian's out!
Adrian.
He's completely missed the ball. It's the lad's offside. It's fine.
Phew. For you.
He came rushing out.
Yeah, that was a bit poor, really, to be honest with you.
He didn't get anyone anywhere near the ball nor the man, though, so...
He drove him wide, if nothing else. It was a good line, actually.
It was a great line.
I think he's on Sergio Gomez.
Close.
Keeping him on.
Gomez was, yeah, there's a little VAR check to be out there.
No, I think that's fine.
No, yeah, fair enough.
That's
Go on,
fine.
put in.
James Milner, he's got Carvalho, but he's
Oh,
It's a
a ball! Nunes head.
headed early from penalty spot, really. I like that. So, this quiz, what are we saying?
Yeah, go
Quiz
for
me up, Ajax says Jim83. I mean, I've not got loads and loads. That's a good lad. It's a good header, actually. I've not got loads of questions here. But what sort of prompted this was that Suarez has gone back to Nacional, age 35, 16 years after leaving them. How many goals in how many games did
I'm
Luis
sorry,
Suarez
Stefan
get for Liverpool?
Bajcetic is just stupid. How many goals?
Yeah.
For Liverpool?
Yeah. How many goals did Luis Suarez get for Liverpool?
115.
No.
72.
He was here, what, 3.5 seasons, was it?
No.
In all comps?
I reckon about 60.
I was going to say 72, but I went high.
82.
Wow, well done, Joe.
You got it wrong.
Well, he said he was close enough. He said
Yeah, but we're
83.
playing right or wrong answers.
Yeah,
we're not
fair
playing get closer.
Okay.
Lucky, yeah.
In how many games? Lone C LFC said 86. Daniel Buttery 82. Well done, my friend. Brian Webb gets the right answer. All in 82 in 133 games for the Reds. If you got that wrong, like the video. If you got it right, like the video.
Yeah, give that thumbs up.
Playing down nice left-hand side. It's Kurt Jones, I think, with the ball there, isn't it?
Carvalho.
Yeah, no, it's good, Jones.
It's like we're not watching it on a HD TV because we're not in our normal set. We've struggled all pre-season long with this.
James Milner's beard looks
It's
fabulous.
incredible.
Absolutely
I
unbelievable.
think he should keep it 24/7.
He looks like Desperate Dan.
So here's the next question in the Redmen TV first half Salzburg quiz. I'm gonna trademark that title. If
I don't think anyone's trying to take it. I'll be honest. I think you sound.
Like with Suarez being the latest ex-Red to return to a former club, who are the other 3 ex-Liverpool players who've returned to their former club this year?
This year? That's a good question.
Isn't it?
Former clubs this year.
We know one of them, surely.
Oh,
We've lost the ball high up the pitch.
They've got it. Salzburg in the area. Oh, it's good defending by Joe Gomez. Blocks the shot. Crazy little flick there for Salzburg to
he's won it
lose
back
the
off.
ball, but he's won it back. He's in the area and it's gone over the bar. Lucas is one. Kieran R, you're absolutely
Lucas,
right.
come back to Gremio, hasn't he?
Chris Mullen said Lucas Laver as well.
Yeah,
Oh shit, Lowland CLFC says Jay Spearing. I did not have that on my answers,
you go.
but that's class. You've absolutely nailed
Does
it.
that count?
It does now. Them's is the breaks.
As
Bojo would say, the tosser. Joe Allen.
Oh yeah, good one. Go back to
Swansea.
Swansea. Yeah, it's a good. I didn't want to know.
Pepe Reina. Gone back to Villarreal.
That was a good question.
Wasn't it?
Very good question. I'd have got Lucas. I wouldn't have got the other two.
Well,
Okay.
that's unbelievable. Hold up play.
Last time we... question number... I don't know what number we're on now.
3.
Free put.
Question number 4 then. Starting 11 that day versus Salzburg. Starting 11 versus Salzburg at Anfield in December 2019, please.
My head's in a bin.
Okay, oh,
Ali.
was this the one when
We
Taki
won-
ran round?
We
ran
won
rings round us?
2-0.
Yeah.
Oh right. Oh, that was
The
away.
4-3 was the October. The December game was at home.
Oh, Konate's got some defenders who've done well.
He's done well.
No, it was the way around. The 2-0 was away.
Yeah, in
Yeah,
October.
Yeah.
The home one was in December.
Well, sorry, I'm confused.
Which the last time we played them is December.
So the 4-3.
The
So-
2-0.
You're confusing me. Very confused.
The last time we played Salzburg, we won 2-0. What was the starting 11 that day?
That was the one Salah scored from like the corner flag, wasn't it?
Salah did indeed score.
And that was away, wasn't it? I was getting confused in the
it
two
is.
games. Yeah, Salah scored from that mental angle. I give up. I'm 1 for 1.
Alisson was right. Come on.
Virgil.
Trent.
Virgil, yeah.
Robbo.
Trent, yeah. Robbo,
Matip.
yeah.
Matip.
No, no Matip.
Canard.
James
Says he
Milner
wasn't
is
play for us. Degsy.
Degsy Lovren, yeah.
No.
Henderson.
Yeah.
Naby.
Yes.
You
Didn't
front
think you'd get
3.
Naby. Got one more midfielder.
Sadio. Playing.
Sadio plays, yeah.
Bobby.
Yeah.
So still the midfielder. Henderson. Have I said Fab?
Fab.
No.
It wasn't him.
You've not said him.
Oh, Fab.
No.
Henderson,
Henderson's
Keita,
Keita, yeah.
Milner,
No.
Jones, who
Da,
else?
da,
Genie.
da, da, da.
Played every game that
Genie,
season.
There you go.
Kind of forgot he played.
Genie,
for
yeah.
us.
Patrick Redmen got it in the comments.
Lovren.
Grace DeVille got it as well.
I'm so glad Lovren's no longer wearing.
Who was the
Liverpool
other
shirt.
goal scorer that day for the next question? Salah and... You know the team?
It's usually Sadio.
No. 14 minutes, 33 gone. Football is being played.
Oh, nice.
Oh, Maguire on the right-hand side, released by Harvey Elliott. Got himself in a little bit of a pigeonhole there, to be honest with you. Going to be tough to get out of. Little step, gets a ball across, keeper. Takes it in the bread basket. So there you go.
There's a lot of people in the old kit there. I wonder if the new kit hasn't quite made it out to Austria.
Paul Lennon says, Bobby, no. Minkin72, chat, where can I see the match? Answer me. I'll answer you, mate. LFC TV. Can't promise you'll get all of it.
We haven't so far.
You get an intermittent feed.
We've got about 20% of the match so far.
Nice
Oh,
cover.
Joey.
Gomez is looking strong there, isn't he?
It's a foul.
Surely that's a foul. Surely a foul.
Daniel Brown says, Ox, incorrect.
Oh, I'm trying to figure it out for this game. We're going back to that, aren't we?
Naby Keita.
Naby Keita. Correct answer. Well done.
Don't remember that. I remember nothing about that goal. The only thing I remember of that game is Salah scoring
it-
from that mad
was-
angle.
Was it the nice one?
I don't know. I just looked at who scored. And the final question of the Redmen TV quiz to decide the winner. You both. The skybox is about to go into standby, Joe, please. This is a closest wins. What was the average age of Liverpool's starting lineup that day? Steve, first answer.
That's an old team. Oldish team. But Trent brings it down a bit at that point.
28 and a half.
Oof, you could have gone second. You just had to pick a percentage higher or a percentage lower.
Yeah, but
20...
I didn't try and figure it out. I just guessed.
I'm going to say 28.
Steve, unfortunately, is the winner because he guessed lower, and the answer was 27 and a quarter, or 27.25.
Fair
So
enough.
there you go. Well done, Steve. First quiz win of the year for you.
What do I win?
Yazoo said 27. You were close. Jack Clark said 27 as well. Got loads of people guessing it. XZ's channel said 27. Brace DeVille says 27. You were all very close, but unfortunately, you were all wrong. Bring back ASMR, Grace.
Oh, it's
Left hand side, Kurt Jones this time. Stay. What have you been impressed with so far, mate?
Honestly, I haven't been paying attention.
Stefan.
Bacetic,
Yeah.
maybe. I've liked Bacetic. Give me his name
We
again.
forgot his name. I'm just going to go with Stefan.
Stefan Bajcetic.
Bye.
It's the by
Chetic.
Chetic. You know, Andy Bell told me this the other day. He was in and he's a teacher, so I should listen to him.
I thought you said
By-
Neil Jones told you the other day.
He did, but I forgot about
So
that.
they both told you?
Yeah, and I still kept getting it wrong. By Chetic.
Chetic.
Andy knew he was Serbian by just sound of his name without even looking. Turns out he's actually Spanish, but his dad's from Serbia. He went, I'm going to go with the Serbian pronunciation. I was like, oh,
By
sound.
Chetic.
By Chetic, yeah. Liverpool are playing direct. I have noticed that. There's a lot
I said this to you
they're
the
trying,
other day,
they're trying to
didn't
just fire it in
Naby.
behind where they can. There we go
Well,
again.
Naby.
Nunes
Just half
on
a
the
yard
run,
too
edge
far.
of the
away.
right-hand edge of the penalty area.
I'd like to see how he
crossing
does in these
position,
areas,
really.
actually. Trying to get to the byline.
Oh, good.
Well, not ideal. Because if he's going to make those runs, that's where he's going to find himself a lot. I think Gomez is having a good game.
Yeah, very much so, actually. Milner's been decent as well. By Chetic has been by far the best.
Yeah, 100%.
He's in that position where they're not really pressing him, so he's getting a lot of time as well. But when
He's
he,
won the ball back so many times.
when they
though,
do
as well.
press, oh, nice feed
it's
by
lovely.
Elliott. When they do press him, he turns well,
Well in Naby.
but he's little. He's a very little.
What's
Wait, what's being given?
good here, Chloe? I think it's been it's definitely a free kick. I don't know before. What's a good result for Liverpool in this game?
I
No one
want at
getting
least
injured.
yeah, no one injured. But I'd like some goals. I'd like at least a 3-0 to be honest, because otherwise I'm just going to be a bit bored. I don't care how good you play. If you don't score a goal, I will be a bit bored.
That's a fair point. Yeah, no one getting injured is number one, isn't it? But
No one to lose their ankles,
Oh,
please.
Milner, pace.
No, he's offside, that guy, surely.
The full-time table talk says Stefan Bajcetic is going to be our answer for when we move on Fabinho. He's so good. I tell you what, I have sort of always wondered over the last couple of years what we'd do with the DM position, and I always sort of thought we needed a DM, to be honest with you. Henderson proved me wrong, I think, last season with his performances there, stepping up from when he used to play the 6 for us, actually. Do you think now, with maybe Morton and Bajcetic, that Liverpool don't need to go into the transfer market for that close?
So,
You just don't know what... It's like watching someone in pre-season's a lot different to watching them in an actual game where you've got Kevin De Bruyne who you've got to be marking and dealing with. And also, he's a little kid. He'll need to build himself out. And it's also a case of he is only young, so he's got a lot to learn. So you can't really... I mean, Tyler Morton, I think he is class and I think he'll be someone. But right now, it's still too early to say because...
I think you're right on the pre-season because, like, Tyler Morton...
sorry.
Brilliant, but...
Nunes flicks it into the box. We've got
Maguire,
Naby
go on,
Keita,
man.
is it?
No,
Oh,
it's
it's
not
Maguire, sorry.
Completely makes a mess. He looked like Keita with that shot as it into the crowd.
Paris final.
We saw with Tyler Morton, Chris, like, he looked great until he had to go and play Tottenham, and then he was completely out of his depth. And so that's the thing. It's hard to really make a judgment on guys until, you know. So I think right now, I think it's all right. I think you've got Henderson who's going to be the backup to Fab, and then if needs must, you'd play James Milner there, I suppose, like you did at times. But yeah, at some point he will be a position he'll look at. Yeah. I'm sure. Do you look at someone? I think he might look at someone again, Jude Bellingham, here, who can play there but can do other jobs as well.
Oh, come on,
Rather than
boys.
waste a position. Naby Keita with the shot.
That was a Naby Keita shot, yeah. It's good play, though, between him and Nunes to begin with.
Yeah, we've got the Austrian Scott Parker on the sidelines there for Salzburg. It's nice play, isn't it?
Nunes has done well as well of holding up the ball so far this game. But there's not been anything unbelievable.
No, it's not much of a goal.
They're not really worrying us, though, are they? Considering they're in season mode. Yeah. I wonder whether this is is this their starting 11?
He's done it again.
Because I'd be a little disappointed if it was the starting 11.
I'll tell you what, mate, they're flying in. Yeah. I'll tell you that. That guy flew into Milner again.
There you go. They've got the ball just on the edge of their penalty area now. They've knocked it to the left-hand side. It's pressed down by Elliott and by Naby Keita, but they've still got the ball.
Well,
Naby wins it now.
Nice.
Nunes, edge of the penalty area. What's he going to do? Plays in Kurt Jones. Lovely
wrong.
little turn. Unlucky.
Referee.
The pass was there, though, Steve. To be fair, you said before, got to make those decisions a bit quicker.
Now we're 3-on-2 at the back and there's some covering to do. Ebu's going to go out and try and just slow it up a little bit.
Play.
Yeah, he's done really well.
He turned quickly then, didn't
he? You think he was actually second best to win
I thought he'd been done and he recovered really well. And Fabio's going to try and have a little go.
Left-hand side, not a lot happening around him, no runners or anything like that. A bit of slow movement.
People having a break here. What's happening here?
Right?
Is someone just having to get him back in position? He even moves like Coutinho, Carvalho, you know, from a distance. It just looks like the same player.
You know, remember that header in 2014? It looks a bit like that one as well.
Yeah.
Kelly,
I love that
Coutinho.
Coutinho. What a ball over the top for Nunes.
Nunes.
Again.
Nice
Nice.
It's so unlucky
he
that he did
can't.
everything correct. The ball just didn't work for him.
He just didn't sit at his feet nicely, did he?
So unlucky.
Will John Boy, Rory Jennings thinks Spurs will finish above Liverpool this season. Right, I'm going to text Rory. Because I'm not having that.
Mate, people always love the team in pre-season who make a few signings.
I was going to say Everton, but
No, but like honestly, just in general, like what have Tottenham done to make people think they're going to close that big a gap? Who's that good for them now? That you know what I mean? They have made some good buys, but who's that good that they're making up? In fact, let me have a little look how far behind us they finished last year.
In fact, I'm going to fucking ring him. Should we ring him live?
You can go for it, Jones.
Yeah, go on. Let's see.
is he going to answer?
I don't know.
He might be live on the internet himself.
Let's see.
Where are they getting 22 points from?
I don't know. He's definitely live somewhere, isn't he? Ignored. live on YouTube.
Yeah.
That's him.
Never mind. He's probably on TalkSport or something. So they got 71 points last year and we got 92. So are we falling away by... Are they saying we're falling away by like 10 and we're moving by 10?
Oh, James Milner's not happy with someone here.
Yeah, I don't understand that at all.
Right, I'll text him. It's fine.
So, are they finishing above Chelsea as well then? Or
See, I don't think that's a huge shock. They finished 3 points behind Chelsea. And Chelsea are having a bit of a transitional summer by all accounts. And they've been
Switcher.
Oh.
Ball.
He's in.
It's
Akers.
Carvalho did that ball as well.
Maguire into the box. Have a shot, lad. Nunes on a tight angle.
Oh, did he hit the bar?
Yeah,
I think so.
Wow.
I enjoyed it.
Wow.
That was all Carvalho though with that switch.
Let's have a look at this now.
See if that's Trent in that situation. I'm feeling
Yeah,
very
it does,
positive about it.
it does hit the bar.
Sorry, how he gets that much whip and bend on it from that angle and that body position.
I think that's
Takes
a corner.
deflection.
Yeah, is that not a corner?
Takes a nick that.
Yeah, it does, yeah.
Takes
It does,
deflection.
yeah, bloody hell. A keeper had no chance. It could just flew past him. Liam Bento, member for 18
Did he not give a
months, no
corner,
Redmen
Oh,
TV.
Oh,
Joey
Joey, that was silly.
Oh, Milner's being had off. I'm sorry.
Good save by Adrian, but they're going to score.
No.
Has he missed?
You're
missed.
lying.
How
That
did he
is
miss that?
unbelievable.
What?
That's ridiculous.
Wow.
From 6 yards out.
Oh, James Milner got sat on his ass for you to miss that.
Oh, wow. That was unbelievable. That's one of the worst misses I've ever seen.
That is unbelievable.
It's horrendous by Gomez. He heads the ball. It's just going to the goalkeeper.
This is incredible. See you later.
Milner
Great
gets
save
sat
by
down.
Adrian, though.
Adrian makes a really good save.
But it's...
How's he missed?
I'm
That
not
is
sure.
absolutely shocking.
It's a really good save by
I
Adrian. with
reckon
his
I
feet.
could score that.
Great
first
first.
touch.
Oh, what? Big Ebu's on the line, and he just... Oh, my gosh.
How much does he miss
Let's
by?
see
Can we
the
see
angle.
behind?
It hits that blue thing.
Oh, it's not even close.
Misses by a yard from 6 yards.
Gomez is saying to Adrian... I wonder if he never got a shout. Is that what he's
Why wouldn't
saying?
you just let it back to the keeper?
I just don't think he got a shout, but it was poor.
Really poor. Really lucky there, Liverpool, actually.
See, I'm saying it was a good save by Adrian, but maybe it was Adrian in the first place who didn't... You know what I mean? Like, we'll never know that, but Gomez wasn't happy with him.
Nobby.
It was a poor... Even so, even if he didn't get the shout, Chris, it's still a poor header.
Yeah.
Put it for a corner.
Yeah.
Put it out for a corner. Don't put it there.
Shrew Patil sent us 40 rupees. Thank you so much. Does their goalie look like Karius to anyone of you?
Yes.
I've not really noticed, but yeah, okay. And Liam Bento, member for 18 months.
Wow,
Redmen
that
TV
is so nice.
opinion. Would you rather be in a zombie apocalypse or a robot apocalypse?
Robot.
Why? You don't have to give me an answer. You've just named something.
Just
haven't you?
seem clever, aren't they? Maybe I could. At least if I was... I don't know.
I reckon I can outwit a
Zombies or
zombie. I
something.
don't think I can outwit a robot. So zombies.
But you've got a chance to be able to reprogram them all to work
Yeah.
I'm
for
not
you.
that clever, mate.
Okay. We could use
I reckon I can just chop
Zapier.
heads off zombies.
We could use Zapier.
Because yeah, phone on New Zealand, mate. I've seen Walking Dead, and some of them survived.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
no one survives.
I
No
don't
one.
think I'd be the one
How
to
you surviving robots? They control everything.
I wouldn't survive a zombie apocalypse.
I would. I'd go to a fucking Amazon warehouse, mate.
Mm.
That's the safest place. They've got everything there. Food,
Yeah, but
Fucking
what if zombies are in there?
chainsaws. Fucking the one by Warrington. No zombies thinking of going there.
What?
And if you're struggling for food, you got breaks right next door.
I would pretend to be a zombie with all the other zombies.
But
I just hope
you
you never
can tell
noticed.
that you're not a zombie,
How?
can you not?
By smell.
Smell.
Yeah.
Oh, I smell
You'd
that.
give it away with
Yeah, I
your
was going to say,
perfume.
go in that bog after me before. And you...
John O'Connor to get it back onto the foot. He
Hey,
says,
John.
I love how every pre-season there's some kid who impresses. This pre-season it's 100% by Chechic.
Yeah, it is.
God bless whoever that is flying into Milner.
I think he's right. There's always one kid who stands out and you think, oh, he's got something about him. And to be fair, it happens for Jurgen Klopp as well and Pep Linders. They'll be deciding who trains with the first team next season. I'd be shocked if he isn't around the first team this season now, at least in training.
I agree with that, mate. I think he's earned that right, hasn't he?
Yeah, he's been good. As
Oh,
Liverpool,
Come on,
he's
Naby.
pull into the
Pass
penalty
it.
area. Naby's
Finish
got
it.
Nunes right in front of the... Oh, it's
good
great
pass.
defending.
another chance. Oh, it was
He's
unlucky.
had about 6 shots already, by the way,
It feels
Nunes.
like it's not falling for him, doesn't it?
That one fell for him.
That was just good defending.
That was great play by Naby Keita. Ball was perfect for him, but the defender just slid across
Closer.
thing.
Yeah.
No, it was good. It was
So
really good
fast.
defending. Here goes Liverpool down.
Oh, go on, lad.
Nunes to the byline. This time, can he find a pullback? No.
We've got him in a lot, which is really, really good.
Yeah, promising he's finding these chances. You're right. As Milner's got some defending to do, he'll be fine. I'm still getting over that miss. What?
Ashley Frith, one of our YouTube members, says, I honestly think Carvalho looks class. He does as well, actually, doesn't he? Seems to have time on the ball, Chloe.
He's brilliant. I think we mentioned his close control last time. Maybe that's what makes it look like he's got so much time on the ball. The fact that there's not a chance for the defender to nip in and try and steal it. But there's been several times here where he's done a roll over the ball and then passed it. Just unnecessary skill. That looks
Here he is
absolutely incredible.
Losing the ball and just on cue.
Carvalho, don't do that when I'm talking about you, lad.
I think that he just looks like a Liverpool player.
Yeah.
And that's high praise. To just waltz into this team and just look like you belong is not easy.
And we
Come
go
on.
He
again.
certainly does. Here he goes again.
It was also Nunes' shot that at the bar. It was him who unlocked the pass to Harvey Elliott for Harvey Elliott to put us in. So,
Liverpool got something again.
Kanate's been absolutely.
Gomez played them both on side though. He's chance for
Gomez,
that goal,
It's
1-0.
brilliant football, that to be fair.
Yeah.
That wasn't good defending at all. The centre halves were miles away from each other. Gomez was about 4 yards deeper. Konate goes to engage the ball, and it just becomes a bit of a shambles.
It's a good
It
one
was
too,
good.
though,
It
by
was
them.
good attacking from them, but it wasn't good defending. It was positionally very, very
Nothing
poor.
Adrian can do about that.
Just very, very poor positionally. I'm hoping we see a replay.
It's interesting now because I agree with you to a point where Gomez drops deep. It's a big risk to step up at that point as well. Quite often you do see Virgil drop deep because he knows that he can.
Konate
extend
goes
the
to
play,
engage, doesn't he?
extend the
Yeah.
play. It's
Yeah.
it's Konate that because he gets ripped. Now they're two centre backs
They
versus two,
don't
by the
know
way.
what the hell they're doing there.
Where's
now.
Gomez there now? Yeah, he doesn't need to be there.
But why is Konate that far over in the beginning?
Yeah, it was poor positionally, very, very poor.
Yeah,
That looked like.
That's twice now.
Good
Gomez.
finish.
has
You know
been-
what it looked like? It looked like two players who don't play left centre half when they do play.
Yeah, I didn't like. It wasn't good. That wasn't good by either of them.
No, it's a good finish.
It's a very,
Yeah,
good, it's a very
calm
good
in
finish.
it. No, Samantha, no changes yet. Yeah, this is the thing. Have these two played together?
Very often, no. I wouldn't guess not much.
They didn't play together in the first team last season as centre halves.
They had a little go. I think Konate come on against Leicester in that League Cup game where Gomez and Cometio were starting, but yeah, not often. But
Come on.
that was a
There we
call by that boat. I don't know who's
Oh,
fault it was.
my
Naby's
God.
fallen over uncontested.
He's fine. He's up. I know he's lost the ball.
He sat on the ball for some
Oh
reason.
my god!
Like it looked like a kid going down a fucking slide, didn't he? You know what I mean? Just jumped arse first at it.
Oh, we'd actually won it high up as well.
We are a bit 6s and 7s at times. Salzburg
Skill that, mate. But Bayard's not tricked by it though.
edge of the box, shot for Salzburg. Good save by Adrian.
Yeah, camera save by Adrian.
You know what? In the last 5-10 minutes, they've had loads of chances. At first, they weren't. We basically boxed them in, but now they're on the last man. And to be fair, the one that we all, was given offside, that could have been onside as well, and they were through.
That's a good save.
It's a good save because he gets it wide.
Yeah, it just doesn't palm it back into an area. It's a really good save. Yeah, but you're right. They have been in a couple. They've had a sitter. They had one that was a borderline offside when Adrian was in Skem, and then they've had and then they had that one there. And now they've got a corner. For
It's hardly surprising, really. 32
little
minutes
ding
in.
corner.
That
Up more than out, that isn't it? Really.
this is obviously the end of our camp now in Austria.
Oh, what a shot!
isn't it?
Ooh, over the bar.
Yeah, this is obviously the end of our camp now in Austria. Legs will be heavy right now, Steve.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I say, it's we'll be knackered, and these are fitter than us, or at least they should be. But I feel it's been a bit of a miscommunication at times where we've let ourselves down. The one where Gomez heads it on where the two centre halves aren't quite on the same page. I'm not sure how much fatigue plays into that.
They look a little bit stronger at the moment than some of our lads. Maybe that's because we've got a really youthful side. I mean, Carvalho and Elliott have at times, they've put pressure on them, whether that be in the challenge.
And he fouled them a lot as well.
Like, fucking hell. Any need.
Must be hot there. Everyone's shares. Look, it's sticking to them. Have you seen that? Or it's pissing down.
No, it looked hot the other day.
It is an HD.
Didn't it?
They've had 7 fouls in 33 minutes. They've given away them.
It looked hot the other day when he was all fishing.
Pre-season friendly, 7 fouls in 33 minutes.
And he had a card as well. Yeah, it's crazy. Yes, you're right though. We do look leggy now. Yeah. I wonder how much they've got in them. If it might only be 45 each because we look tired.
You could be right. Yeah.
My mate there's trying to make up for his miss before with a shot from distance.
He's going to need that.
Milner doesn't look tired. Look at him.
Miss.
He's ridiculous.
I wonder who came after Milner as like second, third, fourth.
It's usually Trent. From what I've been told, yeah.
Just on the videos, he looked like
in the fitness stuff.
In the fitness.
In all the testing, it's often Trent.
Is it Trent? Yeah.
Just on the videos they released, he was like at the back of the pack of like whoever.
I think sometimes, but the lactate test, the sprints and stuff are different, aren't they? The lactate test is just going on and on. Milner he had the 500 metres, didn't he? Where he just roasted them.
I think quite a lot of it.
There's Trent.
Probably over-egged a bit, you know, because there's a natural capacity that you're born with for something like that. You can improve it, but I don't think like you can go from last in the lactate test to first in the lactate test just by training over a season. Do you know what I mean?
No, some of it is just natural. Some players are just naturally fitter, but he's just a freak, ain't he?
Because it's literally, isn't it, Steve? Literally just how your body deals with lactic acid.
Essentially, it does, yeah. Pretty much, yeah. Some of it is just physiological rather than...
The way John Matip runs.
I think we are getting hard times for pretend because they're all warm. Why would you be warming up full warm-ups now?
5 minutes, yeah.
They're going to get themselves a good 20-minute warm-up now.
It is something that's not talked about enough in football, I reckon. Why don't they have somewhere where you can actually warm up properly rather than the side of the pitch? Because I've been to stadiums in America and just behind the pitch there is actual places where you can like fucking
I think some teams
up.
do, you know, some teams have like an indoor area where you can go and...
It makes sense, doesn't it? I mean, like...
They have full-on tents in NFL if you get injured and everything.
Think about it. If you're on the sidelines in the NFL, you're throwing the ball.
How many tackles those going
Elliott,
in? Yeah.
Nunez is off. Great decisions play Maguire in the area.
Goalie spills.
Yeah, that does remind me of Carriester, actually.
I know. I've seen that before. Yeah, he does look like Carriester, actually. It's a good shout. You're right, Elliott played a good pass because Nunez would have been offside. Again, a little deflection on that.
So yeah, in the NFL, you see the quarterbacks literally warming up by throwing a ball. In footy, you don't kick a football for 60 minutes. Unless you go in at half-time, maybe you get a kick around at half-time, actually, don't you? But you don't have like a shot in anger or anything, do you? Elliott on the edge of the penalty area. Oh. No, over the bar. Like, they should just sort that.
Yeah, there should be. I mean,
Get them a ball to play with.
We went on Saturday and we'd warmed up, and by the time someone gave us a ball, we were all cooled down again, weren't we?
Yeah, we went to the LFC Foundation tournament and they'd done a warm-up of every single player. Done a warm-up, I think it was 12 till 12:15. Right, managers meeting, kick-offs, 1:15. It's like an hour before, everyone was just done this warm-up, let's stand around for an hour.
That's funny. Oh no, you can see me pink boxies, look.
Oh yeah, you can.
Oh, unfortunate.
I said that, didn't I, before the show?
Liverpool Milner down the left, ball in, not good.
Jetic again, no? Oh.
Yeah, good decision to get out of there, to be honest.
He's got a sense, hasn't he, where the ball's going to bounce. You can see that.
Milner whips it in, Darwin.
Oh, he cleaned his defense.
Darwin's done the defensive header instead of the attacking one there. It's all a bit all over the place right now.
Yeah, it's a little bit...
Oh, there you
go. Go on, there you go. Curtis.
Got the ball left-hand side, plays it inside to Carvalho, back to Kurt Jones.
The thing, what I would say about Curtis Jones and Carvalho, it doesn't look like there's any pace on that left side in terms of like someone in behind.
I don't know. I think Carvalho's got a bit of pace and he seems to be
but it's with the ball.
Dribbling with it, yeah.
Him and Curtis are quite similar in what they both want to do as well.
There you go, Kurt should have hit that space.
Big switch, John, if Milner can... Yep, there you go.
It's a nice ball because he's led him as well.
No,
it's not.
It's straight out of play.
Thought he should have got there to begin with.
It's like we are going to get a lot of changes at half-time then, doesn't it?
Looks like it. 38 minutes gone. 1-0 Red Bull Salzburg.
What have you made of it?
Boring.
Any more quizzes?
Shot me load early again. Damn it. Story of my life.
If you want more on Chris's sex life, go and tune into Redmen
Podcast
Plus.
Extra.
Podcast Extra. It's fucking disgusting.
It's sort of like that show's brilliant because it's like our Patreon in it, you know what I mean? It's like where we just...
It's the one we
it's a
can,
bit more
talk,
life and stuff like that.
talk about us
just
rather
footy.
than the red, yeah.
But then people probably have enough of us, to be fair, so I can see why you don't sign up. It's a brilliant show, though. I absolutely love it. It's you can't fault them. The door's been open and they've gone through it in terms of that goal. They do everything
They
right.
worked it well.
They do everything right.
Once they had us on skates and they just kept the ball moving, didn't give them a chance to get set. Kanate was spinning like a top at one point. Yeah.
I think I'd go as far to say as this has been more, but I mean, I know we lost 4-0 to United, right? Yeah, but it was more entertaining. I feel like we had...
nice.
Darwin? Never mind. There was a lot more chances. I feel like we should have scored in that one. This
saying
one
again,
we've had
is this-
chances, but I've still been a bit bored.
Salzburg in down the
Safe
left hand
and
side.
It's just pre-season, though, innit? It is boring. It's because
It
it's
is.
not blood and thunder and nothing's on the line. It's like, I've struggled...
No jeopardy.
Yeah, I struggle with... how can I ever enjoy something when nothing's on the line?
No jeopardy. No, yeah, it's not caring, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just here just to have a chat. I like chatting with my friends, both here and around the world. Send some stuff in for us to talk about then. Any questions or anything, get them in.
My question.
What is it?
happens-
Ask us anything. What's that what you say?
Yeah. Timothy said, my question is what happens when Nunes gets injured? Who's going to play his position role? Surely it's just Bobby.
Yeah, Roberto Firmino or Diogo Jota.
And he might be playing Saturday anyway.
Yeah, probably.
And I'm kind of hoping that he doesn't really get injured, to be honest.
Naby, nice run.
Oh, go on,
In the
Naby.
penalty area. Is that Carvalho?
Carvalho, yeah.
Yeah.
They
Well
defend
done,
me.
Maguire.
Defending.
Oh, it was Kanate, maybe. Honestly, this TV...
Yeah, it
Yeah,
screws you up, doesn't it? See you later, lads.
In a bit.
41 minutes gone. Bye-bye, mate. Love that. I don't think I can pull that hand signal off. Someone just walked past and done this to say goodbye to me.
The toffee
What do you reckon? Do you think I'm too old?
Toffee TV,
Just
lads.
be like, woohoo.
Is Carvalho going off there or is he just going to take the corner?
I'm going to guess corner. Does Nunes start against City? Jack Clark said that, Chloe.
I'd like him to, but probably Bobby Firmino. I just feel like Jürgen a lot of the time goes back to what he knows works, and I guess we don't know what the starting 11 is for Fulham.
Oh, he's cut
his
himself.
nails. Oh.
Carvalho's got a cut on his hand. That's why he was. I thought he was running off.
Yeah, we don't know the starting 11, so I guess that's a game of which one you go for, and Bobby is the one that we know will work into our system the best.
Put a fucking plaster
Yeah,
and get him
no,
back
you're
on the
right,
pitch.
especially against the side as well as old as Man City.
Yeah.
You know, knowing exactly what each and everyone's going to do. The other thing, Steve, that interests me about the City thing is, if you're going to play them a different way this season, don't do it in the Community Shield. Let them find that out in the Premier League. Do you know what I mean? Don't give them a look at Nunes and how you're going to play against Nunes, because those two games could decide the title.
Yeah, maybe I'm not sure they'll start Haaland against us either. So yeah, it is a good point.
He scored on his debut the other day, didn't he?
That didn't bother me in terms of like thinking he's going to be like
Anyone will score them for
I
City.
thought he was still injured.
City score that goal all the time. It's we said this the other day as well. But yeah, he's going to score a bag full. But it's whether he's taking them off other people. You mean, can City score that many more goals?
Oh my God, the battering. Carvalho was fuming at them. He's been taken out about 4 times.
Nice little.
And he's put his finger.
Oh, nice.
Go on, Elliot.
Harvey Elliott.
Oh!
Shot Carvalho
Unlucky.
blocked. No, was it? Yeah, it was.
Carvalho literally just
It was few-
pushed some lad away from him, fuming on.
The ball's to the right. Oh,
Oh,
what
nice.
a ball that is.
Couldn't
He
control
give it a
it.
little bit of a Thiago
Yes,
there.
Millie. Chase Milner's had enough.
Yeah, looks like he's getting the game on his back. He's probably emptying the tank if he's changing at 45, mate.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That was reminiscent of my run at the weekend when I scored.
It was
Have
incredible.
we got
to be
video
fair.
evidence of this?
No, that's,
Have you just paid everyone to say you scored a goal?
no, it was. Oh, what a ball that is!
Maguire in the box. Oh,
That's a poor cross.
poor.
It was an unbelievable ball as well by Elliot.
It was.
It was a nice little, yeah, he found the run perfectly. He studs that, doesn't he? Like, he just doesn't get a good connection. Carvalho was not happy. He was there to try and tap that one in. Go through to fake Karius.
To be fair, Karius would probably let that one go through.
Oh, he's absolutely rinsed Milner
Fair
and
play,
Kurt Jones. That was a beautiful turn. They're 35 yards from goal.
Salzburg
I
on
feel
the
like he
attack
should have
again.
hit that.
They're on the left-hand side. Liverpool got numbers back. Out of the penalty area left-hand side. Got 3 sort of lined up 40 yards from goal, 35 yards from goal. Maybe they've worked it to the left winger again. Whips it in right-footed. Looks like it's
Keeper.
going to the keeper. Adrian makes a little bit of a mess of it. And
He's
he's offside.
offside.
And the ball's in the back of the net, but he's offside. Adrian takes it quickly out to James Milner, who is embarrassed by how he got ripped a minute
I
ago.
have to buy a ticket to get back on the pitch.
That was fucking some skill, that, by the way. The first touch was brilliant because he took it on the outside of his right boot. They should show that again, surely. Are they checking whether that came off Bacchetic?
No, it's just...
It's this.
Oh,
it's
mate.
just delightful, isn't
yeah,
it?
amazing, good skill.
He's the one who did Milner for the goal as well.
Was it?
Yeah, same lot.
Cisco, is it?
Yeah.
Did he come again on the attack? Some defenders.
That's
Yeah, the
do.
defendant. Oh,
Milner's got him
Millie.
this time, though.
Has he fouled him?
No,
No,
it's
he's
a great
got him.
tackle.
Like, fucking, you got me last time, I get you this time. You're not fucking getting away with that shit again.
Good
I'm
tackle.
James Milner, don't you know?
Beat your man. Carvalho up against
Oh, there you
this
go.
left back. Go past
Go on,
him.
can you get your body across
He's got
him?
no
Nice.
pace in that.
That was too easy, that. Darwin's trying to get the press on as well.
They are putting it around us every so often here. It's just, oh, I mean, that's an awful. Oh, what a catch.
It's a good catch, isn't it? Safe hands.
By
Well
Jürgen.
done. Big
Not happy with
Jürgen.
someone, is he?
Probably the fella who keeps fucking
Smashing our
fouling
players.
Carvalho.
You know what? I really want his cap. Is it the same cap from last year?
Don't know.
I want it.
We can get your hat if you want a hat.
Specifically that one, though.
Do we sell hats, Chris?
We sell hats.
Oh, do you?
No.
I should have known that. Can we?
Do we have any good ideas for a hat?
Yeah.
He's blown up 3 seconds earlier. I think he was a bit bored as well, to be honest.
It's half time. It's 1-0 to Salzburg. Yeah, the ball has been in the back of the net twice. Okay, well, let's start with the man who impressed most in the first 30 minutes of the game. Maybe most of all the Liverpool players, and that's Stefan Bajcetic. We've obviously heard Chloe's thoughts on it. What do you make of him?
I think he's really comfortable on the half term, which you've got to be as Liverpool's number 6. That's like prerequisite number 1. You're going to get the ball fed into you, and you can't just give it back where it's coming from all the time. You've got to be able to save with it. He's done that well. I was impressed with him. He does the fab stuff of winning the ball high up the pitch as well. But I think that's one thing that people underrate with Fabinho, is that when we're on the attack, he helps us
Pin him in.
squeezes them in because they can't get out. So I was impressed with him. I thought he had a really good half an hour. Then I don't know if it's legs or whatever, but like Salzburg really grew into the game from that point, and they should have scored. They missed an absolute sitter. Like, genuinely, I could have scored that. That's how bad it was. And then, but then
Everyone nodding in agreement. We know. Yeah, it was that easy to score.
so bad. And then, like I said, sloppy defending, really, really sloppy, really, really poor. It comes, the sitter comes from poor defending / communication as well. So I thought Gomez was playing well, but I don't think he ended the half particularly well. Same with Ebio, actually. Again, I'm hoping that's just a legs thing and a not quite being there because you're knackered rather than anything else. But defensively, it's been a little bit crap, basically, at the end of the half.
I must admit, like as the pre-season sort of gone through, you give a little bit of leeway, don't you?
Yeah,
in
'cause
pre-season games. But I think 2 players that will be disappointed with their performances this half themselves will be Kurt Jones and Naby Keita. I just don't think we've had enough from them. I think there's bright sparks from others all around the pitch. But Kurt Jones, a little bit disappointing. Maybe Naby Keita?
Yeah, I mean...
Disagree, say, by the way.
No,
like.
Naby Keita's the one who's, one of your most experienced in that area of the pitch. He's got Bajcetic around him, Jones, Elliott, Carvalho, and obviously Nunes, who's young and not really used to our team yet. And Keita, I just want someone to drive with the ball, to make someone either come out to the space in behind or just, you know, give an option. I think there's been times where we're in and around the area and the final pass either has been too late to be done, or we've took too many touches, and Naby Keita's not really been in it. Curtis Jones has had a bit of the ball. He's done some nice link up with Carvalho, but in times where, you know, your decisions have got to be fast in transitions to be on it, he's not really done the ball good enough. And like I said, I think Carvalho, the situation with Carvalho and Elliott is they're not your out-and-out wingers that I want to see in terms of a winger in a Liverpool squad, because it's pace, that's what we know. Pace, can cut inside, has skill, and they both have skill, but I don't think they have the pace of what a Sadio Mane was, or obviously a Salah's, Diaz. So, I mean, I think it's been the first 25, we looked really sharp on it, and for whatever reason, Nunes had moments where the ball just didn't fall for him. The one where he's chested it to himself and got it down and the ball's just got stuck. Unlucky. But we haven't created as much as what I'd like. I know we've said Nunes has had so many shots, but they've not. Some of them haven't been
not
brilliant.
Not even half chances. Yeah. Some of them really are. Like.
So I expected a bit more, and you can't just rely on your front three for that. You've got to rely on a person from midfield, like we always speak about, to give us that little spark as well.
What about you, Steve? Because taking it on the midfielders thing. I mean, we talked about Kurt Jones's quotes before the game. You know, side of the pitch, big season for me. Want to be treated like an experienced member of this squad. Got 10 goals, 10 assists.
Yeah, no, I don't think he played particularly well. I don't think Naby did either. It's whether you judge them by the same standards. I think you should be harsher on Naby, not for any reason other than the fact that he's not a young player. Like he's a seasoned pro of that front six.
Midfield three. Oh yeah, front six.
All of them, like, you know, he's got 3 youngsters ahead of him, albeit of different experiences, and then he's got a kid behind him and Kurt Jones next to him. So Naby's the one who's meant to be. And that might be difficult to have all that round you and perform it all. But I agree. I think Curtis, we saw the good and the bad. His decision making at times is just too slow. It just is. There's no doubt about that. When he's on it, it's really good, and we saw moments. And the same with Naby. I thought at times he actually, of the two, I thought Naby was better than Curtis, but neither of those two played particularly well. Again, it could be a fatigue thing because of all the positions on the pitch. I think that we ask they do a really hard job. So if you are leggy or you've been training and stuff, then that does make a bit of sense. So yeah, I don't think either of them shone particularly.
Who's the ones that shone for you then, I suppose?
Carvalho looked bright.
I thought Nunes was really good with his hold-up play.
Yeah.
Anything that came to his chest, I thought he was really good with.
I thought Milner was having a good game, but he got roasted a couple of times.
Twice, yeah. Bajcetic is your one though, isn't it? You can't.
Yeah, the young kids, which is.
I thought there was, bright sparks from all of the front three. To be honest with you,
yeah, a little bit.
Elliott took a little bit longer for me to get into the game, but once he did, I think the difficulty for them lads, Carvalho and Elliott, right now is they're not at the level that we're used to seeing. They're nowhere near that level, to be quite honest with you. Your Diaz, your Mane, as you mentioned, your Salahs. But also, it's very difficult when you're cutting inside to where... And this is where I think we've been so spoilt for so long. When you cut inside from space to no space and loads of bodies, you almost need to be world class to be able to do that. And that's when they're falling down. It's when the bodies are there, and that's why we're maybe a little bit blessed with what we've seen over the last few years.
Yeah, listen, you're comparing 2 kids with 2 world-class footy players, and
2 top 5s.
2 of the best players on the planet, yeah, so that's a high bar. Now, it's up to Luis Diaz as the bridge, isn't he? He's the one who's going to be as close as you're going to get to Sadio to try and bridge that gap. So, my thing with Harvey is I still think he's a midfielder.
Yeah. I agree. I think he will be this season.
Yeah,
as well.
I'm not sure he's a right forward, to be honest.
It might just be right now. It's where he's getting his minutes in this pre-season.
Just because everyone's got to get them. Yeah, absolutely, it makes sense. It might be a minutes thing rather than a position thing. As we look back at the City they had, it does really all stems from Gomez and Adrian either not talking or one's not listening or whatever, because Adrian's fuming at Gomez. Gomez argues back. I don't think Gomez has done himself any favours, to be honest. All pre-season. I don't think he's had a strong pre-season in terms of performance-wise. I don't think he was particularly great in any of the games.
Right, we're going to come back and we're going to talk a little bit more about that and what we can expect to see in the second half. Hopefully it's a big improvement after a very short production break.
Hey everyone, what is happening? We have got an incredible, amazing, fantastic Liverpool streaming service for you. It gives you extra bonus Redmen TV studio shows, podcasts. We've also got documentaries, features, interviews. If you want to learn more about this wonderful football club that we all love, head over to Redmen Plus. It is just like Netflix for Liverpool fans. Fill your boots in your face, eyes and ears with redmenplus.com.
Just a few days remaining, this incredible Club Legend prize. So anyone who signed up at Club Legend level on Redmen Plus has a chance to win this incredible 2001 UEFA Cup final Liverpool shirt signed by Emil Heskey and Jamie Carragher. So if you are signed up at redmenplus.com as a Club Legend, then your name is already in the prize draw. If you sign up today, or if you're a club captain and upgrade to a Club Legend level, come the end of the month, you could be in the hat to win this incredible one-off prize. Hello, welcome back. It's the Watch Along. Liverpool getting beat by Red Bull Salzburg 1-0 in our fourth pre-season friendly. Do we have any teams for the second half? Are we making loads of changes or not?
I'm scrolling Twitter. I can't really see anything right now.
Didn't see anything at all, me.
Okay, then we'll continue the chat then about sort of the first half. Then I think, you know, is there anything? That was a goal out by Wijnaldum against Barcelona, wasn't it? They've just got on the telly there. That's enough to take your breath away thinking back to that game. We're not seeing games like that at this stage of the season. Obviously, pre-season, big game against City Saturday, even though it is just a glorified friendly. Oh my God, Divock Origi scoring against Everton. That'll do, mate.
LFC, right? LFC TV. I've got... It should be so easy for them to make content and because all this amazing footage that can just make you feel great. Just show it all the time.
Especially when you're getting beaten a pre-season friendly. Show it. I'll tell you one lad who we've not really spoken about, and it's Kanate. Chloe, what have you made of his performance so far?
I thought at first there was that one where we all thought he got done and he recovered really, really well. And we know he's got a lot of pace, he can do that. For their... Is it their miss or their goal? It's their goal, isn't it? I don't know why he's over on the left side of the pitch, really, to be honest. That's Joe Gomez's area. Joe Gomez is playing left centre-half. Him at first is the problem because why is he that far over? But then Joe Gomez is deeper than him, so it feels like they're both at fault for that goal. It feels like
he realises Gomez isn't where he needs to be. Yeah. So he tries to get there, but vacates his area. Yeah. He vacates his own area, and so you exacerbate the problem. You're better just going back and going like, all right, Joe's 10 yards too deep. I'll just go back. I'll hold off. Because as soon as he steps in, he's never winning that ball.
It very much reminded me of Lovren, to be honest. And that's not something
I've seen from... as well. Impulsive.
Kanate's not like that normally. No. It's very different. I just wonder whether it's not having that stability, that leader next year in Virgil van Dijk, or even the experience of Joel Matip. Because... As experienced as Joe Gomez is, and he's played a lot of games for a young age, and he's missed a lot of games as well, neither of them are leaders at the back yet. No. And that's probably what we're missing more than anything.
I think it's quite brave to realise someone's made a mistake. your instinct is, I'm going to go and help them.
I'm going to
I'm going to help my mate out, but then that isn't always the right move. I've referenced Virgil getting, how many times has Virgil been 2-on-1 because someone's been done or something, and the best thing you can do is slow it all down. The second you dive in, you're out the game. You're gone. There's not. As soon as he passed Konate, he was 5 yards behind play, and then Joe Gomez doesn't know what to do, and it's a mess. Sometimes you've got the easiest thing to do is what Konate did. I'll just go and try and fix that. The more sensible thing is actually
slow it down and let someone else get.
I'll just fill in, get back, and then we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. If he beats me again, sound, but you can't. He was never winning that ball. You can't.
He made
dive
it
into
easy.
the ball. Yeah,
he did. I'm just looking in the Club Legend Discord right now. You can see Jith and Jiva Henry just sort of talking about the way that we've played up to Nunes. It's something I mentioned on, I think it was the podcast this week, about how I've liked the fact that Liverpool are playing a little bit direct and hitting that ball over the top, playing a little bit earlier maybe. And I think they're discussing, we're doing that, but Chloe, we're not. It doesn't feel like we're rushing it. It's not like, oh shit, we're just going to lump it up top like we were sort of, you could accuse us of doing when we had Andy Carroll up front sometimes, couldn't you? It's just, because you've got a big man up there, let's just lump it up and see what happens. It feels at the moment like Liverpool are weighing out when is the right time to play that ball and when not.
Yeah, and I think there's also a difference. You can play it up to him. We've seen it plenty of times in this game, and he chests it and he holds it up and waits for the... Obviously, if this was our starting 11, you'd assume Diaz and Salah are obviously our wingers. They've got enough pace to get him behind and help him and support him. And the other one is he's constantly on the shoulder. Harry Kane does this. A ball will be put up in behind, even if he ends up on the right side of the box and whips a ball in or whatever to find Son. Nunes got himself in there, and I think Steve went, I actually quite enjoy seeing what he's going to do in this situation. He's on the right hand side, he's stood up by a defender, and he didn't come out on top of that one, but that was just one instance. And I think there's a lot we can do that because it bypasses an entire midfield. So if we can get a ball up to him so he can hold it up or he can get in behind, there's always going to be support there because of how fast our wingers are, and hopefully a centre mid, if they do, like an Abby Keita who can join in on the attack. So yeah, it doesn't feel like, do you remember Wolves, where basically it just felt like we were forcing absolutely everything, and instead of just playing, like, don't worry about that, the game that's going on elsewhere, just play your football and eventually the goal will come, and everyone was just, let's lump it, let's force it. It doesn't feel like that, but we've now also got a player who can play that way.
Yeah, it's a good option to have, isn't it, in certain types of games. I mean, I can't imagine many where we're going to be pitting back, throwing balls over the top, but, certainly against Manchester City, they're going to play a high line, Steve.
We should do to us. That's what the job. Benfica's plan against us. Sometimes just get him, let him chase it in the channels, and he did well.
You've got to build a side that not only beats every team in the league, but you've got to beat the best teams in the league.
Yep.
And when City play the highest line in the league, and you've put a lad there that makes them think...
Sadio exploited the City high line better than anyone. And obviously we've lost Sadio, so here we are. I thought he was quite often our main threat against City. I always felt if someone was going to get in, it was going to be Mane, and obviously he's gone, so you're right. How many times, both goals he scored in the league against them this season were him running behind. There's a lot of subs, I can see.
No, there's not,
No.
Gomez and Konate are still on.
Yeah.
Robbo and
Firmino, there you go. So... it's Milner then, I suppose.
Well, you say that. I wouldn't bank on it. Might be doing a job at right back.
Is that still Adrian? Yeah.
Adrian is still in goal.
Yeah, it just looks like the two of them to me. Bobby looks like he's trying to work him up there, to be honest.
So is Nunes came on?
Yeah, Nunes. They've got graphics, Chloe.
That's crap.
Roberto Firmino for Nunes.
I wanted to see
Andy
more.
Robertson for...
Wait there then.
Well, he's the captain.
I'm assuming then. Because I would have thought Bobby would have been given 30 then if he's starting. So maybe it is a toss-up.
I think at this point, I just think it's personalised. What can you get?
They need.
What you need, what you can get. Oh, yeah,
it's Tyler Morton.
Who for? That's Bajcetic, so it's not him.
I think that would be Naby Keita or Kurt Jones.
Nice one for naming the other two players in that midfield.
The other two midfielders who were on the pitch.
I am paid the big bucks.
He's on the right-hand side, so I'm going to go with Keita.
Lunatic has just joined up as a first teamer. Thank you very much. Right, the game has kicked off again.
So yeah, 3 subs. It looks like Robbo, Morton and Bobby on for Milner, Keita and Nunes. Again, I think that might give you a little hint about the League Cup, that those 3 could be involved who've gone off as well.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, Milner probably will be, regardless, won't he? That's with his versatility.
Saving Naby and Nunes for it as well, who knows, yeah, 45 each.
Well,
Could be that the
Naby,
place up for grabs.
in that semi-final, Naby was... It was Thiago who was set it alight, but the midfield three of Naby, Fabinho and Thiago was really, really good.
What's interesting for me this season, actually, take your opinion first on this, Steve, is how a different number 9 changes Liverpool's attack. Because it will do, won't it?
Yeah,
the difference between Bobby and Nunes, and how Klopp manages that and against who he uses them is going to be really fascinating, isn't it?
And Jota as well, like they're all three completely different players. So yeah, you're right. I think there's certain games where it might be a little bit horses for courses.
So we got the ball on the left-hand side. I think
Nice.
it's Carvalho. Links in with Robbo straight away, wins a corner for Liverpool Football Club.
Andy Robbo, captain.
Yeah, that's good.
Enjoy it.
There was rumours, wasn't there? Was it this week about, they've had a vote about who's the...
Trent's up there.
And Trent's not the next captain, according to the players voting or something. I don't know. Don't know whether that was just a rumour that I heard on Twitter. It doesn't sound like something Liverpool would release, to be honest with you.
No, do you have the leadership group and Trent is in that?
I imagine Virgil will be the captain after Hendo, me.
The next, official captain?
Yeah.
Well, he's vice, isn't he? So you could...
Well, he's
Milner's vice, isn't he?
Yeah, he's third.
But when he
Virgil's
doesn't
third.
play, yeah.
Last year, 2 years ago, it was Virgil third and it was...
Genie
was 4.
Yeah.
Last year it was Alisson.
I imagine it goes Virgil van Dijk as our captain, club captain next, and then Trent Alexander-Arnold.
Yeah.
Wouldn't be shocked.
Harvey Elliott.
But
Big switch over to Andy Robertson. 30 yards from goal, whips the ball in. Bobby Firmino,
Oh,
little
go
flick
on.
back stick. Oh, Harvey Elliott. He did well to get there.
He was
actually.
angry at himself.
You know what, though? This is why I wanted Nunes. I'd like to see what Nunes does in this position,
With
though.
Robertson.
With
Yes.
Robertson, yeah. Because Robertson
don't-
crosses from deep a lot, doesn't he?
Exactly.
Oh,
And I haven't
Elliott did
seen
well
that.
there because he was the one who played the switch first place.
He was angry at himself for not getting on the end of it, though. I'd like to see Shimakash play with Nunes more as well, because I think Shimakash is a really good crosser.
He's our best from corners, I'd say.
Yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, set piece
Stefan.
delivery's brilliant.
I'd agree
Oh,
with that.
Stefan.
Lucky. There you go. You got a man there. Do you know it? Yeah, he does. What's he going to do?
Big foul.
Win a free kick, surely. Yeah.
He's a big old unit, big Ebu, and he's like tackling a wardrobe. He uses his arse well as well, see? Get round that, lad. All the best.
I've been known to do the same.
Yeah,
to
you're
be
going to say
honest.
it, the King Kenny Dagney's arse.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, mate. You have to run a fucking half a marathon to get round my ass.
Yes, I say, God bless me with the junk in the trunk. I'd be a fool not to use it.
Oh, Elliott,
a
right
ball.
hand side, great ball over the top. Actually, didn't catch who it was. He's in the penalty area now. He stands his man up,
Oh,
plays in. Oh, it's a lovely little step over.
I didn't read it.
Who
Why not
did
just
it?
hit it?
It's Robertson with the step over.
Yeah, it was Robert.
Wow.
As if he was there.
Why was
Of all
he there?
places.
Why is he still there?
Who did the ball?
Why is he still there?
Oh no.
Oh.
Okay, got some defending to do.
Get
Ebu
over.
one-on-one with his man.
Don't let him cut inside.
Oh, that's great step.
Good defending.
Good defending, though, yeah. Elliott, Morton,
Nah,
looks over
shite
the
that.
top, no one there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to check who...
I want to know who did the ball.
Nice from Canate. He had his feet sorted really, really well
He
there.
knew what he wanted him. He knew what the attacker wanted to do, didn't he?
Read it well.
It's just the timing on those step overs, isn't it? And he obviously got his timing right.
Yeah, well, he had his feet set. That's what Gomez didn't do, I felt, earlier on. He was spinning like a top. I always feel like Canate's cooler when he's in a bad way he doesn't want to be. That makes sense.
Good play by Arjun.
I think Gomez really flounders when he's somewhere uncomfortable. Canate's quite good at thinking, oh, I'm in the shit here, but I'll keep me cool.
I always thought that.
Go on, Harvey.
When Gomez was at his best, it was his speed
Uh-oh.
that used to help him a lot.
It's okay. No, watch it again. Watch it again. Watch it again. Just watch what he does. Watch. Okay, he's off screen. You can't see it. You'll have understood.
Liverpool got the ball on that left-hand side. Yeah, I always felt that it was his recovery pace that was so good about Gomez.
Yeah.
And using that, but
Kyle
But
Walker's good at that.
yeah, he is. But what I was trying to say is that Van Dijk, it's like Gomez has seen Van Dijk do loads of stuff, so tries to do that, but that I don't think it comes naturally to Gomez.
nice.
That's brilliant.
Like
Referees,
Like,
foul.
lean into what you're good at. Don't try and copy somebody else just because they're good. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, he is recovered. I agree with you. It's his pace, but
Virgil van Dijk's better than everyone, really.
we're sure that's not a penalty.
No, it's outside.
Yeah, it's outside.
Oh, just though, isn't it? It's close.
Yeah, it's close. Definitely close.
Have you got any left-footed free kick takers?
Robbo.
Harvey?
Oh yeah, he could do it.
Who's
It looks like it
It's
is
Harvey.
Harvey. We could shout. Fake Karius / Schmeichel.
Is
Go
he
on,
going
Harvey.
to wherever
It's a
he's
tight
supposed to
angle
be
to get
Yeah,
that
going?
he's
up.
leaving Leicester by the looks of it now, isn't he,
It's a bit
Casper?
mad.
I'm going to go top left. No,
I'm
the
gonna
keeper's
go
going to be
top
there.
right.
I'm going to go bottom. Up and down. Bottom left.
Oh.
But there's a player sat down.
Don't you worry about that. Harvey won't be. No, look. No, up and down, I said.
I'll tell you what the move is. The move's to pass this along the edge of the box. He's not going to, but he should be. Look at the space there. They got no runners at all.
No, they don't, you're right.
Harvey goes for goal.
Nah.
He was
Is that
never.
a little flick off the...
No, that was never getting up and down. That. It was too close to the edge of the area for that.
I mean,
It reminds me of like the area when remember Trent scores against Chelsea when you've got to move that.
yeah.
You're not gonna get up and down the wall from there.
It
It's
wasn't
too
even in a
close.
corner either. It was just straight.
You've got to move that up. You've got to move that round the wall rather than trying to get over it.
Right, they've taken it. I don't really understand these two lads in the box thing. But I understand it more than the defender passing it to the goalkeeper, to be honest with you.
City's new move.
Well, it was done in...
United did it to us the other day.
There's loads of teams that have been doing it. I've seen it for about 12 months now.
Well,
like,
could
it's
give it to your goalie. He's got
weird
two options.
thing.
That's
Yeah,
the...
was it one of the Italian teams was doing it in the Champions League, maybe? It
Well,
just says to
yeah,
me that you
Inter
don't
Milan do it.
trust your fucking defenders to pass the ball. You
I
trust
think
your
it's about giving.
goalkeeper
I think
more.
it's about having two options. But yeah, here's fake Karius. Oh, he skinned someone.
That was a
Bobby.
Mignolet move.
Oh,
here we go.
My God.
Bobby Firmino's.
Bobby.
Give it back to him. He took too long. Now Gomez has got some defending to do. I surely fouled. Yeah, it definitely is.
Oh. Looks tired, Gomez, doesn't
Yeah,
he?
shattered.
I'm surprised Firmino didn't take advantage of that. It reminds me, didn't that happen against City when he got and he scored in the
It was
Champions League?
Otamendi, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's a clear foul, but like it took his time.
Not much going on at the moment. I think the ball's with
Them.
Nice. They've got it. They're halfway into our half. They're close to the halfway line again, edge of the centre circle right now, attacking down the right-hand side. Beasts pack Bobby Firmino and...
Ball high.
Jesus.
Wow, that was just a bit easy to get past two Liverpool players, weren't you? They
We look
just ran in a straight line.
We look tired. I wonder if these are Virgil warming up, Fab warming up. I wonder if they're going to get 30.
Looks like it right now, doesn't it? It's interesting.
10.
You know, Robert went on his run, but there was no pass there from Kurt. He goes back to the goalkeeper. Adrian's got it, plays it out wide to Canate. Canate looking for Mabaya. Mabaya turn right on, chalk
Nice
on his
touch.
boots. Nice. First touch takes him past his man. Second takes him out for a throw-in to Liverpool.
Good opportunity for him to get a lot of game time.
Yeah.
Obviously, Conor Bradley's gone out on loan and
That's a nice ball, Stefan.
That was
Ramsey's
Tyler
injured.
Morton.
Yeah, and left-hand side. Robbo
Go on,
was,
lad.
wasn't it? Yeah. Robbo.
good
Oh,
ball.
Nice, great
Stefan.
ball. Quick as well. Decision making was on point. Moved it really quick. Is that Carvalho back to
Yeah.
Robbo?
Oh,
Ball
it's not
inside.
great,
Poor
like.
ball, unfortunately.
Well,
Back
then
line,
Canate.
that's
He's done it. He's won it. He's played it out to Mabaya, who plays in Harvey Elliott into the penalty
He's
area.
not like...
Gets it across. Mabaya
Oh, touch, lad.
gets the byline. Whips it up.
It's a good
No
ball,
one
no
there.
one's there.
Unlucky.
Oh my God. What's
He's a
that
pan
out
for
there?
a bit. They can't get out. Harvey's got
Harvey.
You know what?
no foul,
Harvey.
lads. No foul. Keep them boxed in.
Canate's boxed
That's
him
a-
in.
Oh, read the
Get out the
ref.
ref. That's a
Referee.
fucking twat.
Don't we get that ball?
Yeah.
I tell you what, the only thing I don't like about Harvey on that right, in that situation, he just doesn't want to use his right foot. His right foot's
He's
just
very,
not strong enough.
Yeah, he's very, very one-footed, isn't he?
Oh my God, that ref killed us there,
There's
hasn't
a
he?
poor ball by Canate, you know. It shouldn't have been hitting the ref.
I like the way we kept them boxed in.
It was because Canate won the ball so
A
high.
couple of times, yeah.
There you go. There's that you make noises when you get a bit older. Think. Oh.
Well, yeah, we're old men.
Oh, Robbo.
Robbo's been caught out and Salzburg looking to break.
Oh, he's through. Oh,
Well,
well
in
done,
Canate.
Canate.
Well.
Yeah, we're not looking too great at the back in terms of us knowing our other centre half and where they're going to be positioned.
Makes me think Matt is playing the Charity Shield, by the way.
Yeah, if he's playing 60 here,
Yeah, he's got half an hour.
wasteful
All over the
that
top.
pass.
Oh, lob him, someone. Good clearance, actually.
Oh, he's
And the
through.
attack again.
Left hand side.
Gomez is
They're
forced
attacking.
over.
Gomez is.
Oh my
Yes.
good
That
lord.
was terrible play, wasn't it, by them? Bacecic on the ball. Plays it
I'm
out
going to
wide
need
to Kurt
changes here
Jones.
because, honestly,
I think half an hour. I think they're all going to get sick. Half an hour. As Kurt Jones looks to inject some energy.
ball.
Yeah, Maguire on that right hand side now. He's got Javier. It made
He
a
needs
lovely
help.
little run.
Nice feet.
Does well.
Take the corner,
Is
Harvey.
he
Lovely
offside?
little
It's a
fucking.
corner, surely.
It's a throw-in.
Ah, it's a throw. Throwing just near the corner flag. So anyone going to come and take it?
Nah, why not? Don't need to, do we?
Who's coming on there?
Everyone.
Yeah, literally everybody.
Ball into the box. Nice from Carvalho.
I
Imagine
enjoy it.
Davies maybe to come on as well and goal.
Oh,
that a
foul.
pen?
what?
Go on, keep going. Oh,
Ball
save.
to back
how's that
post.
not gone in?
Curtis Jones, chance, blocked, corner. Was that not a foul?
It looked like it.
I thought it
It
was...
should have been a foul.
Let's see. It's outside the box. I can see why he's played on. I thought it was inside for a pen.
But how many tackles have they put on us here?
Corner, anyway. I feel like I'm sinking into this, coach.
Oh my
That's because they're
god,
the
that's
old
dreadful.
couches, aren't they? The original Redmen couches. There you go. Go on. You still going? Oh.
He is like, it honestly reminds me of Coutinho so much. Everything he does. Even the annoying bits.
Is that Kurt now on the
Yeah.
ball?
It is, yeah.
See, that's just...
Nice.
Oh,
Oh, unlucky.
No, it's good. That wasn't lucky, yeah. Surely that we're getting into substitution time now. I think we've just seen a few lads readying themselves.
Right, LFC Mav says they just got in from work. Tough day. Have the Reds played, guys. Hope all the Redmen team are good and looking forward to the weekend. Looking forward to the weekend, yes, very much.
Yeah,
so.
we,
Have we played, mate?
we've been okay. A bit meh, to be honest. Was that a fair assessment?
Boring,
Not
really.
great.
Yeah,
Not great is probably the answer.
yeah. So for the most part, we stuck with. I think we made 3 subs at half time. So a non-first team Liverpool side, I would say, probably fair to say.
Oh, what a ball.
Why is there a fella in a yellow vest on the pitch? Did anyone else see that?
I did see it, but
Why was
didn't
he
know
on
whether it
in
was
the middle of the
protested
fucking
or-
pitch?
yeah, it must, well, they're not showing us, so it's clearly... He sprinted on.
So basically, we didn't start the first team. We now think that the first team are going to come on for 30
Oh,
minutes.
here
It looks
we
like they're just
go.
coming on now, mate.
Yeah, just making his subs now.
Fabinho.
Loads of subs coming on. We saw Canate start at the back with Joe Gomez. It's, I would say, a failed experiment, to be perfectly honest, and be a bit harsh on
didn't enjoy
pre-season.
Yeah, they didn't play well. I think that's fair to say.
They've been a bit.
Right, here's who's coming on. Let's have a look. Diaz, Virgil, Fab, Thiago,
Is
Joel
Hendo.
Matip, Mo Salah, Jordan Henderson.
Hendo for Morton.
But Tyler didn't get long, did
Oh
he?
my god.
That's harsh, that, isn't it?
Thiago.
Mo's coming on.
Fabinho.
Well, the thing
it's
is,
not
he's got
working.
to if you bring him Fab, Endo, and Thiago. So it was a case of they
Saving
gave him
the leg-
45,
saving the
other lad
legs.
45 just to get
Trent
15.
came on then.
He was saving the legs of Keita.
I just
And
need to
Milner.
change this.
So there you go.
Right, you ready to do the whole team?
Bear with.
Skipper's Jordan in this bit now.
Right, I think I've
Trent's
got it.
on.
Yeah.
Go on, tell me your team.
Did we see?
Is Adrian still in goal?
I
That's the only
haven't
one I
seen a
don't know.
change. I haven't seen a
Okay, look,
change.
we're going to go with this. Adrian, Van Dijk and Matip, Arnold and Robertson. Fabinho, Henderson and Thiago in the mid. And then Diaz, Salah and Firmino up
Yeah.
top.
That's the one.
Nicely done, Joe. He went to the wrong graphic and then quickly, very, very quickly got the right one. Nicely done.
What was
mate.
it?
Well done. It's just the iPad's a little bit too big on the screen for the graphic over the top. Smart.
See if they go back to the goalie for Chloe.
Trent, right-hand side.
Oh,
Hendo.
it's still there, lad.
He's
Play.
injected a little bit of pace. That's Mo inside there. Hendo on the right-hand side. Chalk on his boot.
It just looks more
Oh,
intense
please,
already.
Mo.
It's better.
Man
It's
through the middle. Bobby, is he?
Yeah.
What are you going to do?
Took
Pass
too
it
long.
to them.
Trent's the ball.
Jordan Henderson's still got it in the corner flag area of the pitch.
Whip
Trent,
it.
first
Man
big
on.
cross maybe. Got to get a better
Hard.
shout than that.
Just want to shout him to handle that. Taking a quick throw. Jordan's not too impressed.
You can already tell though we've got more intensity than we
Yeah.
did in that entire.
You can tell the Liverpool team are on the
Yeah.
pitch.
Yeah, the lads who are on the pitch aren't dead
Yeah.
after 60 minutes of action.
The good lads.
Thiago slotted into that left 8.
Oh, lovely.
Fabinho, little round the corner pass. Beautiful stuff. Diaz
Oh, brilliant,
into Robbo.
lads.
Robbo pulls it back.
Still there.
So
There
far,
you
looks like
go.
we look like Liverpool here, people.
It's amazing, isn't it? That was really good. We've had a good couple of minutes there since the subs. I think the manager
Enjoyable.
will be delighted how they all started.
Hey, someone in the chat, XZ's channel says he had spaghetti and meatballs. There's somebody sat on these couches who had spaghetti and meatballs for their dinner too.
Me?
Yay!
Yeah.
Dinner
Ready meal.
buddies.
Ready meal. Was great.
Yeah.
Oh, Trent.
Oh Christ. No.
That's the expression for that corner. Yeah, didn't go well. To be honest, Mo Salah tried to. I think Mo Salah tried to back
It
it
was
over.
He did,
Virgil van Dijk.
Was he?
Yeah. He sprinted back in white shoes.
The Austrian Scott Parker, ponderous as ever. See that big kind of Red Bull on the sidelines?
Oh.
It's a monster.
I think they what
Oh,
Chloe's drinking now.
you allowed to drink that?
Don't.
You old enough for that?
You're allowed to drink it, you just can't buy it.
Chloe got ID'd for Red Bull,
I don't-
for those wondering. It's brilliant.
Everyone thinks I'm 14. Not great.
You're not though, right?
Chloe?
Nah.
Good.
Chloe, that's a compliment. Take it.
You'll be wishing at 40 years old that people thought you were younger than you are. I've been told. I mean, literally everyone says I don't look nearly 40.
I haven't been ID'd since I was about 15. Just old face.
Oh,
Nice.
Thiago, that's
Beautiful. He's
ridiculous.
got, he had
I-
choice.
I wouldn't have gone that side.
Diaz.
I'd have gone to Bobby, me.
I know, same. Salah wants it on the edge there. He's got Hendo.
it's
Diaz
lovely.
is through.
Go on.
Bobby Diaz.
Oh, good save. Fake carriers.
Brilliant footballer.
It was brilliant football. Such intricate play. I think Salah was raging that he didn't get it, but the three of them worked it out between them.
Oh.
Nice
Oh,
on
go
Thiago
on, Fab.
Fabinho.
Oh,
Wide.
Yeah, we look really good. We look better. It was a nice move, wasn't it? Thiago's turn was glorious.
And then, yeah,
1-2s into Diaz.
he does really well.
It's a really good save.
Yeah.
Thiago tried to take it off him.
And
It's a really good
Thiago
save.
in the box there as well. It's good to see, isn't it?
It was a really good move.
Oh, no. Joe? Who's Thiago in the ticker?
Thiago Alcantara.
Yeah, thank you to everybody. Tacticality in the chat.
Everyone.
Kai
Joe,
Hardy.
you're on the internet making mistakes. You can't do that.
Yeah, you can't, Joe.
So everybody notices it and everybody tells you.
See, like, we could write, like, a full sentence of where everything's spelled correctly, of, like, you're all dickheads. No one read it. But they spot a spelling mistake.
Oh,
Mo Salah's cross. That's where
Still there,
he
lad.
scored from there last time we played these, yeah.
Hendo. Salah.
oh, it's
Hendo.
lovely.
Bobby's in the box, as is Diaz.
Oh, it's gone over
You
his
can
head.
tell these players actually play together.
Yeah.
Oh, good
that's
ball.
lovely.
Oh, Diaz inside the penalty area. He's got it. Robertson. Back out to Thiago. Virgil van Dijk now. And all the way back to Joel Matip. 40 yards from goal.
Oh,
Plays out to
referee.
Jordan Henderson. Henderson maybe playing it inside. Yeah.
Oh,
And that one.
Come on, man. He's just spun him round.
It's a fucking
Salah.
friendly.
It's not fair. Josh Hunter, 179 super chat, like when you pass your older brother the pad on FIFA. Yes. Yes, that is exactly what's happened with Liverpool subs.
except it'd be my brother passing me the controller.
Chloe
He's
is the
woeful at FIFA
self-proclaimed FIFA champion. Chloe
So
says she
sorry,
is.
Ma.
You think you're boss at FIFA? You do, don't you?
No, I said
You
I'd
back
face
yourself?
him. I said I'd face him at FIFA and then got called basically shite for liking FIFA and not PES,
What?
which
By
is
Paul.
now Eat Football.
It's what
Chloe
football?
backs it.
Football.
Yeah, I don't know.
Chloe backs
anymore,
yourself
like.
at FIFA.
I'd beat you
I
at
don't know. I'm
FIFA.
playing FIFA.
I don't know.
We'll see.
I'd beat you at FIFA.
Not too sure. Ultimate Team or actually kick off?
Like, I don't know what Ultimate Team is, so let's just go with kickoff.
Corner, free kick comes in.
You mean like I just want to play a game
Fine.
when we
We'll
start.
we'll make this happen, guys, at some point. Maybe we'll do it on Discord.
I definitely won't beat you. I've not played the FIFA for about 5 years.
Same as PES though, innit?
In fact, the captain of Liverpool
Oh, nice.
Football Club once beat me 4-1 at FIFA.
Really?
It is. It's
Yeah.
playing a pass as we
It
speak.
might have actually been 4-0. I might have done myself.
Didn't you sub him off?
I shoved him off at half time. Yeah. Blamed him and brought Adam Lallana on as centre mid before Lallana played centre mid. I was like, this guy's not fucking doing it for me. Shit. Subbed him off. He laughed, to be fair. It was good. Times are good.
Friend of the show, Jordan Henderson. Liverpool look better, by the way. Just throw it out there.
Someone's asking Joe, Caleb Vanderhill, saying, can we get a typo every game as an Easter egg?
Spot.
Oh, what a ball, Robert.
Yeah,
Joe said-
any typos from this point on are definitely on purpose.
Yeah, Joe said, I'll definitely do that and they'll definitely be on purpose.
Any mistakes we ever make, guys, I promise, are on purpose, and we're just trying to
Yeah,
catch you out.
They've
Easter
done
eggs.
us again.
Oh. See what?
Salzburg on the attack. Oh,
it's
good.
brilliant play.
Defending. Was that Thiago?
Thiago, yeah.
Really, really good by Thiago. Joe, did you just break something again?
No, it was just the screen went off, but this is what I was saying. Did you see the way Virgil van Dijk dropped off?
Yeah.
Even though...
Matip had gone in.
Here's Mo Salah.
I'm
nervous when these jump into challenges on us, I'll be honest.
Yeah, it's fucking pre-season, lads.
We look much better. The tempo's higher, would you agree?
I think the tempo's higher than any point of that entire first half, to be honest.
Yeah.
Even from the beginning.
Yeah, it very much was.
And yet we've still not really had any out and out. I mean, we had that Diaz chance, but that's really about it.
Yeah.
Really well,
Oh,
pitch
it's
a
nice
few.
play.
I wonder who the person in the bib or the
I don't know what...
thing you're
Yeah,
talking
it
about.
was a strange one, wasn't it? Because he was just
Get
in
up,
the middle
lad.
of the pitch.
Someone's gone down for them. Did he give a foul?
He's got a head injury.
Get up,
Yeah,
lad. Did Virgil hit him? A little bit of arm in the face.
Yeah, it was a little bit. But that's what happens when you start fucking flying into challenges in pre-season. You get people mad. Kieran Orr, member for 23 months and a club legend, I think, as well, Kieran, isn't he? Shout out to the OG Couches, reminds me of Stoke 6-1. I'm glad I wasn't there for that game. That's when we stopped doing watch-alongs before watch-alongs got popular on YouTube, because we got beat 6-1 and we just went, fuck this, that's crap. And then they got really popular and we were like, shit, we've got to do this now.
Well, it was COVID that kind of got us in the watch along mood. I like the watch alongs. Can't wait to get them back.
You know what? They're really good fun.
Spoiler alert, everyone who's watching. Errol's going to be back next season. Deal done. There's a
Signed,
What a ball.
sealed.
who's passed with that Trent?
Trent.
Obviously,
Of course it was Trent.
straight to Diaz, couldn't quite get it under control. It was an amazing pass.
I'd like to know what it's like actually in a competitive match, because
do
like
one
I
of
would
these?
not be this laid back.
It
at
depends
all.
how.
I'd be
it's
fuming.
hard. It's hard to concentrate on doing your job and really give a toss about the footy at the same time. Like there's a couple of things you have to do, but really you just want to be screaming and shouting at the match. It's different. I enjoy it. But Errol's back, by the way, so there'll be a done deal contract signing soon, but we're going to use the tip. I'm tipping you off.
I
Like
it took me a
Fabrizio
while.
Romano, I'm putting the scoop out there now.
It took me a while for the watch-alongs because you get into a bit of a rhythm with them and stuff, don't you? And actually what I found was I realised how much I enjoyed doing them when I didn't do one for a few weeks. I was like itching to get back into it. Like
I find myself sometimes when I'm not on them thinking, oh, if I was on the watch along there, I'd have said this, and I get on my own nerves doing it.
Scott talks. Oh, Scott, you're a fucking superstar, mate. Thank you. $25 literally single-handedly propping up Redmen TV. These dirty no marks need to chill the F out. Wow. Scott, this is not like you. I can tell that you've had enough of these. Red Bull been drinking the product too much. By Chetrich looks very promising. Curtis' worst game I can think of, but still pre-season. Hopefully it's good. Last 20 minutes. Yeah, we're definitely, I think, up for a good last 20 minutes. I see a goal in Liverpool's future. Anybody
Like
else?
today or just in the future?
Yeah, today, mate.
There you go.
Today.
If anyone's going to get it, it might be this fella. Salah.
Bobby.
Wasn't a great ball. But...
Hendo. He's got Thiago again in the middle there.
Oh,
Salah.
ball.
Salah.
Keep the ball there.
There you go. We've pinned them in though now.
The guy's chasing shadows.
Here we go. We've got the ball left hand side.
Nice.
Thiago again.
I think I was saying to you the other day actually on the
It was
on
a
the
bad
WATCHALONG
first
stuff.
touch.
I've actually struggled more with having the three of us here. I think it's a bit easier sometimes.
Well,
with
yeah,
the
I think
two
we
of
need. I
us.
think we need the 3 for these games when we don't give a toss really. But
100%.
but the main ones we'll go back to 2. Yeah, we're going back to 2 for the Community Shield. Me and you, sir.
Looking forward to that. And then I'm looking forward to taking the kids to the footy with the wife on Sunday for
I'm on
Salzburg.
I'm on Sunday. I'm hosting Sunday's watch along. Chloe's going to both, aren't you? Chloe working. First time working at the game for Chloe.
He's right.
Yes, Chloe, lad.
Just
You living the
when-
dream.
I know.
Getting paid to go to the match.
What day is it
Unbelievable.
tomorrow?
Thursday.
Shit, I need to go and sort that ticket out for you on Friday. This is a conversation for off air, really.
Okay.
Through the Liverpool ticket
For
office.
Friday.
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, be careful.
Someone's over.
Yeah,
Someone's over. Trent.
Trent's got a defender who's 1-on-1, edge of the box. Shot comes
done it,
high, wide and handsome.
Imagine a Thiago, Tilly Gilliman's midfield duo.
He'll never live that
Is that
down.
you, Joe? Nice.
He'll never live that down, will he?
Errol? No. And nor should he. Oh,
Oh,
Salah's
Salah-
in behind. Oh,
Goes to that's where he scored from again.
yeah, he
That's
tried
right
to
angle.
do the same goal. Cheeky bugger. What happened to Tyler Morton? He got subbed after 15 minutes, I'm afraid.
His job was literally to rest Naby Keita while Jordan Henderson got warm.
You've got to be passing that. Man.
Yeah,
no, shouldn't be
100%.
shooting from there.
But he wants to win the pre-season Golden Boot.
Oh, stop.
Is that a corner to us? Where are we? We've got to zoom in on. No, it's a throw into them. There you go.
Do you think you'd have to pray when you come onto the pitch in a pre-season friendly? I mean, he does.
Yeah, let me mind. Or he's
Fair play
just,
to
or he's just thinking, big melons.
Aren't we all? All the time.
He's doing visualization.
1.2 kilo. Oh, we've got the ball in the box.
Shot.
Mo!
Couldn't quite get on the end of it.
Oh, I thought he was going to score. I really did.
I think he did too.
Oh, yeah.
Who shot was it? Was it Firmino?
I thought it was Diaz. To be
I
honest
thought it
with
was
you.
Diaz.
One of the lads up front with blonde highlights.
Oh,
Oh,
Bobby.
it's Bobby.
Yeah, Bobby.
You were right.
Oh,
He
just
gets in front
behind
of his
Salah.
man. It's not fair. They're all morphing into each other, the front three.
Because they all got the same little blonde highlights.
Yeah, it's not fair, like.
Well,
that
you
was
know,
a no-look shot, I think, from Bobby.
Said every commentator ever
Yeah, it does
at
it
one
all the time.
point or another.
Come on, Reds.
it's extremely hard to figure out with this TV.
Yeah, no, definitely. Standard Def is doing us no favours. And nor are the highlights in all of our strikers here. Jordan Henderson.
I feel like for next pre-season we might want to invest in a way where we can watch in HD.
Very much so. Fans going wild in the stadium.
There's Melons man coming on.
Oh,
Look at his, he's like a hunchback, that guy, see that?
He was, Ross.
Look at that.
What the fucking hell?
That's
Oh, shit. I did not see that coming today. That's the... Yeah. The Benz that says City's going to win the league at this rate. The four trees put the laughing emojis in.
Yeah.
We shall see. I'm sure Liverpool will be ready. Game week 1.
Yeah, this team will be fine. That first team. Yeah.
Maybe not.
A little bit of work.
Have you seen anything different from Liverpool's approach with the first team?
that's a lovely turn by Salah.
Yeah, they look like they can play footy. No, it's just pace. Everything's quicker.
Yeah.
Bit more of an understanding of where each other's going to be as well. like that. Trent
That's a
out
lovely
to far
touch.
edge of the box.
Bobby's been a sort of
Wide.
everywhere, hasn't he? Linking everyone together, weaving his web across the front line. Liverpool still got the ball.
Looking for a gap, aren't he?
This is very much like,
It's reminiscent of us.
yeah,
Go on, Joel. Go for an adventure.
t-shirts available. Redmenmerch.com. Does love an adventure.
Oh my God, has the TV just got bad for a second, or is
I
that
think
just...
it did.
A little,
Either that or my brain slowed down
I
and
don't
couldn't
know what
comprehend
just
the picture.
happened.
Could be either, to be honest with you.
That's
Nice.
lovely, Diaz.
Oh, that's
nice.
Oh, it's so
Still
close
there.
to being perfect.
Just wasn't quite there for the Reds in the end. Salzburg just about get away with it.
Here we
Oh,
go.
wide.
Thiago. Not seen much of Thiago, really. Most of his work's been done in the penalty box, which is a bit strange. Diaz, left-hand side. Robbo ahead of him. Cuts inside. Uses him as he creates that space for
He
him.
fell over.
Oh, dear.
There's Thiago
Oh,
win the ball back.
Thiago. Incredible, lad.
Right.
Nice.
Brilliant. Where's your pass?
Not there.
Unlucky. Tried to flick it forward to Bobby Firmino. Fabinho now. Pressing high back to the goalkeeper.
Oh, what a
Good
touch that
yeah,
is.
fair play. Oh, maybe.
Superb.
Absolute
Thiago's
karate
he
kick.
was all over him, Thiago. That's a foul. It's the new guy.
Play on.
How big
It's
are
the
your
new
melons
guy.
to this
They
big
played
lad?
on. Edge of
Oh.
the box for Salzburg. Someone needs to do some defending. Fab. Oh. Still got
Fab.
the shot away. Out for a throw.
Thank you, Owen Farrell, who has seen the pin comment and voted for us in the World Soccer Tour.
Oh, yeah. We're up for a, Ross will get sacked if so. Voto, we'll sack Ross.
We are winning by a little margin now. Thank you. If you are watching the pin tweet, if you could just go over there and vote for us to win the Best Fan YouTube channel at the World Soccer Talk Awards, that would be absolutely fantastic. And we would really appreciate it and love you forever. There's Alisson
That
on the
man
bench.
is
Looking
exquisite.
majestic, isn't
Last
he?
time we saw him, he was holding a fish.
Yeah,
Corner comes in. Adrian gets a good punch on that really well.
we're on the floor.
Oh, he's hurt. We were just about to break on a counter-attack then as well.
Can we go to my laptop, please, Joe? I've got a tweet here that needs to be read out. Jace Roberts has said, enjoyed this, although Chloe seems intent on creating a bit of unnecessary panic in each game.
Decent, isn't it?
You do panic a bit.
I'm a bit bored. I think that's it. My God.
I love it. I love it.
Trying to panic about this. Adrian just clattered into someone out. Oh, he lands on his lad's leg. Oh, that's a sore one. That could be really sore, bless.
I genuinely wasn't
at first I
looking at
thought
him.
Adrian was in
Yeah.
trouble, but
He hit his shoulder, but he's
dished it
landed
out,
on the
didn't
lad's
he?
knee, and he's really twisted his knee.
I didn't see that properly. I was looking at Adrian's arm.
Yeah, he landed on his knee and twisted. Ripped his gloves in the process.
Match clock, Joe. Match clock, Joe.
Oh, what's happened here?
Why have we gone back to what happened, Joe?
Was it when you went to my laptop? Yeah, that'll do that.
Does the clock break every time?
Well, we've had some issues. And clearly we've had issues then as well. Adrian, it doesn't look like he knows where he is, or is he just doing what they ask him? Because that was very strange. I just looked up and he's sort of like, his head spinning around.
Sorry. It has been some rough challenges for a pre-season game.
Absolutely. Thomas Lang says, hi Chris, how's things, mate? It's really good, mate. Thank you very much. Hope you're well. Got myself a new Liverpool tattoo finished this weekend. Can't wait. I reckon we'll beat City. Ooh.
I injured myself in football and I'm feeling it. I think I sat down all this time, my thighs sore.
What happened to it?
Dead leg.
He went on a Maradona-esque run, and then the keeper just, instead of, he just didn't
Was
know.
it cocaine fueled?
Yeah, like Maradona,
Or-
Maradona right now, like corpse for 6 years, fat corpse. No, I ran through and then I went one with the goal. He fouled me.
He just didn't. He didn't come out, and yet he didn't go back. He just
kind of got stuck his knee in right into my thigh. So the ball trickled past him, but I've had a really bad dead leg since, and I keep him, him still for a while.
Yeah.
It's really bothering me.
It's tough, that.
In the old set, I could be sat there like wiggling my leg, but on this set, it would be weird if my knee was just like, every so often. Wait.
Steve's got a tick.
Yeah. Or on the other set, sometimes the camera will go for a one shot on Errol, in which case I can have a little stretch.
Just a little wiggle.
But I can't even...
Chloe caught me giving it a little wiggle on the chair before and then actually.
Did you TikTok that?
No, I'll send it to Liam.
Sly.
We're on TikTok, Redmen, what was it? Redmen TV underscore, that fucking underscore.
At the Redmen TV _ on TikTok, yeah. Putting some nice funny little bits.
Some behind the scenes footage of what goes on here. A lot of people seem to like the behind the scenes stuff, so yeah, it's all on TikTok.
Robertson, left hand side, 80 minutes gone, plays the ball into Diaz. Diaz plays it back to Robbo, goes a little overlap, over hits his cross.
It's
or was
corner.
it deflected?
Corner. No, the goalie put it behind. It was going in.
A deflection,
You have to tip it over.
Then...
Sam Hegarty's got a good question.
It comes straight off the guy's shoulder, so the goalie makes sure you're right.
Sam Hegarty had a good question. How arsed are we if we lose the Charity Shields?
I'm not that bothered, but it depends how we play. I think if you get wellied, it's not like a... Like when we lost it on pens, I weren't that bothered because we competed.
Yeah.
I think if you got the your kicks pulled down a bit, it's not ideal, is it?
What was your answer, Chloe?
I'm there. I mean, we want to win all the time, don't we? But I'm there, which means I especially want to win.
Mo Salah.
Yeah, I've been to Community Shields that we've lost to City, and I didn't enjoy
Oh,
it
chance! Fab.
Didn't enjoy it at all.
No,
but it always feels like when
if it's exciting,
when
I'm
you're
fine.
there. Have you done a Charity Shield or anything?
Yeah, we lost on pens.
Yeah.
You were there as well.
Yeah.
City.
I always think that like when you're there, it does matter.
Yeah,
It matters to those 50,000, 80,000.
I've seen us win it and lose it. Yeah,
Especially, I mean, Wembley is an absolute trip. I know Leicester will be the same, but
yeah, I've seen us win it and lose it. I think we won it at Cardiff as well. Yeah, it's yeah. Once you're in there, you want to win. Like, I was really into the game against City, but I think what it was like as soon as you walked out, you're like, oh well.
yeah, exactly.
But when you're in the moment, yeah.
I think if we win it or if we lose it next week, I won't be bothered about it as soon as the Premier League starts.
I think it's a free hit, to be honest with you. I think if you win it, you get to go, oh, boss is that going into the season. If you lose, you didn't want to win anyway. Fuck it.
Like the League
You know
Cup.
what I mean? Yeah. But I hate losing to City.
Oh my God, that's how bored they are.
Doing
Jesus
Mexican wave at the
Christ.
ground.
I'm not that bored yet.
Shall we do one?
Paulo Zafiro.
Boo!
Good God, Chris.
What?
The people were doing a wave, so we did one, and you.
I don't do them. Like, listen, you have fun doing them, that's fine for you, but I just don't enjoy them.
Fumes about it.
Two
I
out
don't
we're
feel
in.
about it at all.
Go on.
What? Chance.
Diaz.
Goal.
Goal.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
It was
He
because of
needed
our
that
Mexico.
finish.
It's offside.
Is he offside?
Yeah.
Ah!
Well,
Fuck's sakes.
back to being bored.
Good finish. Good
It
finish.
was a great finish, and he needs to score goals like that.
Is he offside?
Is he offside? He's not off. Yeah,
he
yes, he
probably
is.
is.
Yeah, he's offside.
Good finish though.
He needs them finishes. We need to see him score goals like that.
Yeah, he needs to fill up, yeah.
I think he's saying you play faster. I'm not sure you really could have.
Someone, can I have your shirt? I want to know who that is. Oh,
Virgil.
Virgil.
There's loads of people do. Listen, I don't particularly go to
What
do
a
a
ball
Mexican
that
wave
is.
and stuff, but if people want to do it, that's fine by me. Like,
No, I don't either. But
I don't at the games.
Me and Chloe
I think
just wanted
it was
to try
just a bit of a
something
touch. I think Bobby's
Over-
first
over
control
to-
has been
I went the wrong way.
unbelievable.
Thiago, the overlap was on and he went for the shot instead.
Paulo Zafiro said
What
it's £2. This is a
in
super
God's
chat.
name
Thank you
is
very
that?
much, Paulo. We'll just get this attack over, which it is now. Maybe asked before that you guys have any tats. Me and Paul don't have any tattoos.
Nope, not.
Steve doesn't either. Ross has got a Liverpool tattoo. Chloe, have you got any tattoos?
No.
No.
I couldn't pull off a Liverpool tattoo, especially. No.
It would, for me, it'd be like graffiti on the Mona Lisa.
Good Christ.
Nothing to do with me being absolutely terrified. I'm getting what I'm doing.
Yeah. Art is very much in the eye of the beholder, isn't it, Steve?
Why would you paint on perfection?
Yeah. I don't know. I have strongly considered it loads of times.
I nearly did it when
I'm
the
too
kids. I nearly did it
indecisive.
when the kids were born, with the names and stuff, but just never been bothered.
I reckon I'd eat it in 5 years.
I think I'm past the point of like.
If I was to
Bothering.
get one, I'd get a tattoo. I'd get something dead small. And I'd
Oh! Trent with a thunderbolt from
that
30
was like
yards.
Newcastle goal there.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a good save as well.
Back to the question though, I reckon if I came home and got a tattoo, I think my mum would disown me.
Really, yeah.
100%.
My family've all got them. My dad, my brother, my sister. I've just never.
My brother's got
I
them.
think my brother and my dad have got Liverpool tattoos. Yeah, but. Yeah.
Oh, Bobby.
Oh!
Oh, God.
Is it
he's
another
so
corner?
silky.
That was a bit like Karius again.
It was a little
Bobby
flick,
had the front
wasn't
post,
it?
like a little flick, yeah.
Was it his left foot he used?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Goalie spilled that.
Gets it on target as well from 6-yard line.
Oh, we
Amazing.
took it. What's happened?
Offside.
Oh, boys. Okay, that pisses me off, even if it is a pre-season.
Being offside in
friendly.
a short corner is one of the things that really bothers me, yeah.
Rabadam says 22 Norwegian krona. Adrian's been solid tonight. He has actually made one really good save.
He did well against...
Yeah.
Who was it?
Oh.
Who did he... Palace?
Yeah.
Some of these have had enough.
Yeah, 5 minutes to go. Tempo's still been there for Liverpool, actually, to be fair. It's the first pre-season friendly where it probably has been. Yeah, Brace DeVille sent $10 US dollars, Steve.
Hello.
And says, quote of the decade from Steve. Getting a tat would be like graffiti in the Mona Lisa. Thank you so much, Brace.
Oh, thank you.
He didn't say he agreed with you.
No, yeah, fine.
And he
That's
might,
what
I
What a ball that is.
might have missed the word deluded quote of the decade
Yeah.
out of that, but
It's fine.
Overlap.
there you go. Trent. In.
So how have we not
How's that not
scored?
got in?
Don't know.
Somehow ends up in the goalie's hands.
I just need someone to finish these chances. This is what I mean. I'd love to
Hendon
see
in there?
Trent.
Oh, to be fair, it's a good
It's a little
defender.
flick.
Good defender,
Little
yeah.
flick off the defender.
I want to see the balls done by Robbo and Trent to a Darwin Núñez.
Might see that on Saturday.
Yeah, maybe.
Matip's just headed.
I think he'll eat that shit
Class.
up. I think Robbo and that whipping balls into Darwin Núñez and that's it. Why are they in jail? Fuck they were. Fucking hell. You know what I mean? The comedy fucking legs tied together and shit.
Fucking hamburger.
Out
like
there
that.
having a little fucking dig on the fucking side of the train tracks. What the fuck? What was that
Oh.
about?
The Salzburg training kit's obviously black and white stripes.
That's a training kit.
Well, things. Well, they're the players, so I presume so.
It looked like my ma had stitched it together. Did you see the fucking lines were going in different directions?
Oh,
The
Salah.
box, they got each other's way a little bit.
No.
It's a bad ball to Trent. You can't really do much with that.
Fans, Robbo, good ball.
You can do that. Wow.
That was his left foot as well. Come on, Reds, give us a goal.
Someone overlap.
Give us a goal, eh?
Oh, what
Oh,
a ball. Thiago
What a
to Trent.
touch.
Ah, they've defended really well, you know.
He's done brilliantly.
Numbers back, 8 of them in the penalty area then for them. Check your hair, girl. You're on the telly.
For me, no. Yeah, defended again. Yeah, you're right. You have defended well. Ooh, 2 minutes. What do you reckon?
This is crap.
I'm
Said
still
Jonathan
bored,
Baldwin.
shitless.
What was all the game?
Jonathan Baldwin, this is crap. I'm assuming he's answered your question of what you reckon.
All right. I thought he went. Was it on about us or about the
Oh,
game?
what's happened? Oh,
Little fight. Fab and some lad having a little few words. Move away, lad.
Hendo got a little push in on him.
Number 9 for them.
a
What
Doomer
happened?
or whatever his name is.
Oh, hello.
There was no need for that little split in the middle.
Yeah, blame the guy who just got pushed on the floor, Clow. Well done.
No, did you not see the way he went
I
on?
know, I did.
It was.
It was
I
hilarious.
genuinely thought he was
I've
doing
got booked for that.
gymnastics and doing a floor routine for me.
And
Oh,
he's
who's
not
being
happy.
booked? Someone's being
Fabinho,
booked.
Fabinho got booked.
It's a pre-season. No need, really.
You victim blame them.
James
Yeah.
Uzel sent us 449. His opinion on Jones. Thought he was one of the better players past the 20th minute. Yeah, go on Twitter. He's apparently the worst player ever.
I don't think he
honest,
played
Jamie.
well.
I didn't think he was very good.
No.
Like he's definitely not one of the worst players ever. He just didn't have a good half for me personally. Maybe you're right. Maybe I'm wrong.
Maybe
here.
I don't think he played well.
chatting too much.
No, I don't think he played well. Salzburg.
Don't
on the
listen to
attack.
don't listen to Twitter on pre-season
that's
friendlies. By
delightful.
the way,
I just wouldn't listen
You'll
to
do your
Twitter
own editing.
ever, really.
yeah, you'll do your own.
When we win, sure, it's a bit
The
nice,
best place to
but
discuss Liverpool is our Discord chat.
Discord chat. Facebook group as well,
No dickheads policy tends to work well.
which is a bit surprising because
It's
Steve's in
self-policed
there,
as well.
really, isn't he? So,
Oh, mate.
Okay, we're all going to a Salzburg game. Well done.
Oh,
Might
yeah.
see you around.
oh, that's
You
lovely.
see him with the family. Say
Oh,
hello,
go on.
mate. Yeah, John O'Connor's made a great point here on our Discord, actually. Anyone else notices Hendo's wider on the touchline to give that infield space to Trent?
Yeah.
He very much is, isn't he?
Yeah.
Chalk on his
There we go.
boots, Salah. Edge of the penalty area, right-hand side, as is his way. Loses the ball.
Throw into the Reds.
3 minutes. Come on, we don't need 3 more minutes of this shite.
3 minutes of injury time.
Fuck's
Let's get a
sakes,
goal.
guys.
Half and half scarves.
Oh, there is a time and a place for half scarves, you know.
Friendlies, I think. That's fine. Friendlies and tours. Not competitive. I can't have a competitive half and half game.
Not a competitive half and half scarf. Not for me. I'd much rather go to the other club shop and buy a scarf of the other team.
Yeah.
Or
swap
a
it with
hat.
I like swapping with the
Or
fans.
swap it with a fan, yeah.
No, I go to and buy a hat.
Oh,
Go on, Diaz.
Diaz.
He's too wide.
He's got Salah. Oh, fuck.
Have we
I'm
been
ball,
wiped out?
referee.
I don't know how we haven't scored in this last 30 minutes, to be honest with you.
How's that not a penalty? Mo Salah's just laughing about that one.
Here's the thing, though, on the half and half scarves, because there's loads sold all around Anfield all the time. If you're going to buy one, I would just keep it in my bag and take it home as a memento.
Yeah, if it's a memento, I get it, but not whole. Yeah, I agree.
But like, I buy programs or like a hat of the opposition team. I wouldn't buy a half and half scarf to then hold it up.
No.
I know,
'Cause
you know
why
though?
would I want blue on the cock?
Well, exactly, yeah. That's it. That's what I mean.
Well,
It's
yeah,
fine as a memento, like, just don't hold it up on the cop.
Chance again for Diaz.
But then equally, just do what you want.
Come on, Reds.
Doesn't fucking matter.
Salah shot blocked again. Liverpool really want to score.
I don't think we'd score if we carried on playing.
Well, let's find out.
No, let's not. Let's end it after 3 minutes, please.
Oh yeah, that's fair.
I mean, at least we've kept going till the very last minute, even in a pre-season friendly. I like the attitude. Oh, it's
Oh, no one there. Yes,
Please,
there is.
Robbo.
Robertson blocked again.
If there's one person you don't
Loving
want
it.
on the right foot there, it's probably Robbo, innit?
Go on.
Diaz.
Oh,
Henderson.
no look.
Oh my God!
How is
going
this
in?
not going in? Is that penalty?
He's gave a corner. He's not gave a pen. That's a clear pen. I don't. This man.
God.
Give a corner.
It's
How
just a
is
very.
that not a
That
pen?
looked like a very clear pen. It looked like we.
Jürgen
my
is
God.
fuming.
You know what though? I think it's because of how many times he've wiped us out in this game.
You got the ball?
It's a...
No, he never got the ball.
Did he?
Yeah. There you go.
He did.
Did he?
Yeah,
He did.
Yeah.
He's
I
right.
enjoy it though, mate. I still.
Jürgen's not happy with something.
I still want a penalty because I've it's been 90 minutes of my life here.
Oh.
Went for the near post
Get over
corner over
the
the bar.
bar.
That'll be that then, won't it?
Get it over
Yeah,
with.
please.
What a
Jesus
shot of arm,
Christ.
isn't
That man on the phone's got it right. Look at how long I'm going to have to sit in traffic now. Oh, you see Liverpool score. There's the 3 minutes done.
Jürgen's having a go with the line over the friendly.
Walking away. The game's over.
Oh,
He's
he's fuming.
fuming. I love it. You can't turn it off. You cannot turn it off. That is the final whistle. This is the final whistle show. I'm Chris Pajak. I'm with Steve Hort and Chloe for this one. If you're just joining us, Liverpool have been beaten by 1-0 by Red Bull Salzburg in their 4th pre-season friendly. What the fuck is that talk, mate? Fuck off. That is a joke. If you're just joining us in podcast form, we have still got the television on, and Red Bull Salzburg have got the worst chessboard magic eye training kit I've ever seen in my life. It's fucking ridiculous. I'm sure that it's ridiculous. Anyway, Steve.
Yeah.
That was 93 minutes. We're not getting back.
Yep. I thought the team who ended the game played well, and just some good defending got it. The first half was a bit sloppy. Again, the results are irrelevant at this point. I think what I would say is that the team who ended the game look sharp, which is a good thing going into the Community Shield game, because I imagine that's going to be the team we see start that game, given obviously probably have Alisson back in goal. But I think the end I think of that first half team, I think there's a few guys there who really needed to, put a message out, or like if there was a place or two up for grabs. Well, no one's taken that, you know what I mean? Like Bajcetic is probably the closest one. He's never going to play.
Yeah.
There was no one who did much else. So yeah, it was a bit of a frustrating game. Some big tackles went in from them. They're in season mode, and I think you could tell that they look quite fit, and obviously they were flying about, and by the end there, Jürgen, it seemed like he'd had enough of it, but yeah, it's hard to take many conclusions after pre-season, isn't it really? But I think what I would say is like that first hour or so team, at least the first half team, I think there'll be a few lads there who are a bit disappointed with how they performed. No one's banged on the manager's door and said, I must play next week, after really.
No, I think that's absolutely right. We talked about it at half-time, didn't we? I think Keita and Jones maybe will be disappointed with their performances.
And the centre-backs.
And the centre-halves, Gomez and Canate as well. Yeah, the two of them didn't really work together as a partnership for me. But, you know, focusing on that second half side, the one that played the last 30 minutes, there was some real bright moments of play there. I thought Diaz looked particularly bright on that left-hand side, Chloe.
Yeah, he did. And he didn't just play on the left-hand side. You know, the one that we all screamed for the penalty, he was over at the right-hand side. And I think that's what we maybe missed in the first half, is the sense of that out-and-out winger that that's recognised in a Jürgen Klopp squad. And the fact that he just has the pace to constantly run at you. And it gives space for Robertson and behind. They both linked up really well together. And also I thought Thiago linked really, really well with them. That trio on the left-hand side was really, really good. Diaz had 2-3 opportunities, should have scored at least one of them. But like I said, the first half, there was nothing. In fact, throughout it all, there was nothing that was really like, it really caught your eye. It was brilliant. It was just, I think there was more intensity in that second half, which made it feel like, oh, this is a faster pace, so something could happen here. And we got a bit unlucky in the final third.
Steve, let's talk about the difference in strategies from Liverpool from the first 60-minute side to the last 30 minutes. We mentioned it during the game itself, that sort of, when you change Núñez out for Bobby Firmino, what were the big differences between those two strikers for you?
Yeah, I think we were a bit more direct, but to be honest, I don't think it's just the one. I think it's who was out wide as well. So Liverpool were quite direct, and I was trying to play off Núñez a little bit, where when the second half team, everything was back where it coming from the full-backs again. Everything was Thiago to Robertson, it was Henderson to Trent, and trying to link up down the sides and byline, and we got in how many times, but again, some good saves by the goalie or a bit of last-ditch defending. So that was the main difference, I thought. And it's understandable because like the first, they'd never played together, so like you could tell that as well. The first half team was just almost a lot about legs and getting minutes into them, because it was very, there was no clear plan. The second they all made them subs on the hour mark, straight away we just clicked back in, and it was the intricate passes, and Hendo's going wide and Trent's going in, and Robbo's on the overlap, and Thiago's dropping deep and spinning. It just looked better, like the understanding was there, so that was a positive. Yeah, that was the main thing for me. I think it's going to take a while for Darwin Núñez and Liverpool to marry up together. The talent is enough that they can kind of fudge it and make it work a bit, but I'm with Chloe, actually. I would have liked to have seen it the other way around. I would have liked to have seen how Núñez playing with the best lads. We know what Roberto Firmino can do with those lads. We've seen it time and time again, and I actually thought he played quite well.
But have we with Diaz thing?
Not so, yeah, a bit. I think we've seen enough of it. Not too much, but I think we know what Roberto Firmino is. I would like to see. Listen,
I would disagree and say that Firmino hasn't played a lot of football with Diaz.
No, yeah, potentially it's a fair point. But then the flip side is, he's had £80 million striker. He's come to play.
Yeah.
I want to see what it looks like with those. If it doesn't work, Sam, but I think I'd like to. This is where I'd like to be testing it.
I think it wasn't just the wingers either. It was the fullbacks that I wanted to see Darwin Núñez with, because the balls, you instantly saw it when Robertson came in, the deep balls from which he plays, Trent with his passing. I want to see Darwin latch onto them. We saw how good he was at the chance where he chests it basically and kills it dead for himself. But I want to see a ball coming in and Darwin Núñez running onto that.
Listen, I want that as well, but I sort of mentioned it before. I don't know whether you give that away to City in a Community Shield game. I think if you're going to play them twice a year, and it's really, I might be completely wrong here, don't tell them what you're going to do before you fucking turn up at the Etihad or at Anfield. Why would you give them that ability to be able to have experienced it? Because they're going to see it when you play other sides and stuff, but actually experiencing playing against the player, finding what their traits are, I just don't think you give that away. And it might be me, but that's how I would be looking at it, going, I can't let them know what's coming.
It depends. There's pros and cons, because you're right, it can't come to that, but if the aim is to be Fulham, you might need it to. It's a
also, is Firmino just playing the full 90 minutes then, and potentially does it go straight to penalties? Is that what it does?
Yeah, it would do. Núñez will play at some point.
Exactly. So
he'll get on.
If he's going to play anyway, and you're going to give it up anyway for the last 20,
it's the experience of doing it.
Listen, by the way, he might still play, because
he might,
they both play 45 each, so there's no one's got a clear advantage there. Like, it's obvious who's going to, the other 10 who are going to play that game, or 9, depending on what the goalkeeper is. That team that ends the game essentially is going to start the Community Shield.
What I was really impressed with in this game, and the player that caught my eye probably the most from the pre-season, this one, like the biggest improvement, I thought Robertson looked like he was ready for the Premier League.
Yeah.
Like he was there, byline, 1-2s with Diaz straight away. It takes time sometimes for players to get up to that speed. Robbo looked ready to me. Equally Trent on the other side. You know, Matip and Van Dijk, no worries, no concerns over them at all. Fabinho started to pin them deep, looked ready. Henderson looked good. Like these lads, and every single one of them look like they're ready, which is the whole point of pre-season, isn't it? It's not about scoring loads of goals in pre-season, as much as you want to see it, as much as you want to celebrate Liverpool getting loads of goals. It's just that those individuals ready, and for me, they all look ready. That second half.
The big guns did, yeah. Every single one of them looked really, really on it. I thought Thiago in particular was pulling strings. Diaz was sharp. Salah looked sharp. Yeah, you're right. I think the team that ends the game are primed and ready to go. They're going to get unleashed. They're going to get unleashed on Saturday, and I think they're going to play well by all accounts because they're fun, good players, top players. I think a lot of the questions around Liverpool don't come from none of those. I think more it's about the depth around them, which is kind of that first half team, I suppose. But of that team that ends the game, mate, they all looked really, really, really sharp, and that's really encouraging to see because that's the team, like I say. Not as much as Community Shield is what it is, but it's a semi-competitive game, and they're all, you know. At least 6 of them are going to have to play 90 minutes because they're only the 5 subs. Like some they're going to have to play. So are they ready? And we did look ready. I think that was fair to say.
Yeah, definitely. So let's just talk a little bit. If anyone's listening on podcast form, obviously we won't have heard our opinions on the first half team. Stefan Bajcetic was probably the standout performer for I think all of us at the moment. We all sort of waxed lyrical on him, in that first half side. Carvalho looked good. He was side down a few times. Elliott looked decent as well. Maguire, James Milner, all these lads had good performances, but Chloe, it was Cater and Jones I think were most disappointing.
Yeah, there was just, we relied a lot on the front three for the creativity, and it wasn't always there. And I think you need a player who can carry a ball up the pitch. So then, you know, the midfielders, they've got to think, I'm either got to come out and close this space and leave a space behind me, or in other sense, I've got to drop back and let this lad have a ball and see how good he is and give the space to Cater in that position. And he didn't really do much for me, not in transition. There was some times where we won the ball high up the pitch, and then the final ball out wide or to whoever it was just was not good enough. And you know, it's a case of Cater is someone who we bought for a lot of money, who's going to be in and around our squad. Same with Curtis Jones, you could say, because you know we've got 5 subs now, so he will probably come on quite a bit more. So these are players, if they're not going to start, you definitely need to have them some sort of impact on a game, and they didn't really do that. They didn't give themselves a boost to say, Jürgen, you need to be thinking about me. If for Fulham, because don't want to disrespect Fulham in any way, but if there's a team that you want, that you can think to yourself, we can maybe sort of see who our best starting lineup here is. That's the team. You obviously still need to play really, really well, but if you saw Carvalho in that team and Harvey Elliott, I wouldn't mind that. I'd quite enjoy that. And I don't think either of them gave a really outstanding position to say start us.
I think actually the worst players were the 2 centre-backs and those 2.
Yeah.
And they're
the most experienced.
They're first team squad players. Obviously Milner's there as well, but the lads are either new or young. And that's a bit of a shame, really. It was the experienced lads who kind of let Liverpool down a little bit in that first half. That game should have been 0-0.
Yeah, and Nunes looked bright, didn't he? To be fair to him, like
he was on a bit of hands on, and he felt like he was isolated quite a bit, and it was hit and miss. But that game should have been 0-0. That was a horrendous goal to concede, and I know it's pre-season, but like there's lessons learned from that. Someone needs to say to Thibaut Konate, you do not have to fix every single problem. Sometimes the best thing to do to a problem is wait. Jumping head first into a problem just makes 2 more problems, and that's why we concede that goal. It's a poor goal to concede.
Absolutely. So we've got loads and loads of content upcoming on Redmen Plus.
We're
tomorrow.
back, baby.
This is an example of a good day for you on Redmen Plus. We've got Jano Insight at 11 a.m. Paul is back from his holiday. He's got Neil Jones in the studio answering our club legends and club captains questions. We've got the build-up show live on YouTube at 1 o'clock. That promises to be a belter for the Community Shield. We've got the opposition preview ahead of Manchester City on Redmen Plus, streaming there exclusively, and I'll be back with the starting 11 prediction show at 4:30 tomorrow afternoon to give you an example of what Redmen Plus is like. We've got tons and tons of stuff upcoming and planned over the next week or so and the next few months. It is a great time to sign up. If you want to sign up for the year, it's literally the best time. You get all of it, and
a discount,
and a discount as well. Yeah, of course you do.
If you commit for the year, commit for the year, and we'll box it off.
It's
so
about a 2.5% discount, but it's a discount.
More than that, man. Don't tell us. So yes, and yes, I think was it so. 10 off.
It's 2 months free, innit, basically.
Yeah, a 10 off or 30 quid if you're a legend.
Oh, there you go.
30 quid or a 10 off, depending on your tier if you sign off for the year. Oh, that
Beautiful.
rhymes. We should
Perfect time.
That's a jingle. So write that down.
What?
Liam, if you're watching marketing.
What? What's the jingle?
Oh, I said
Something.
What?
I don't know. it went out of my head as soon as you said it.
But you started to say it like you knew, and then when something, rather than just going, I wasn't listening, Steve.
All I remember was a jingle.
I said it's cheaper for a year, and then it was onto a tier.
10
or 30 for the
It's
year.
probably time to go because Steve's writing jingles while we're live. Thank you so much for joining us. It's been an absolute pleasure, disgraceful pleasure. In the Liverpool's performance wasn't the best tonight, and we did get beat by RB Salzburg. And even if it is pre-season, it still hurts me because it pisses me off because I'm a Liverpool fan. But it is what it is. Nothing to be too scared or worried about. We've got big games coming up, and most importantly, the Premier League starts soon enough. And football that matters is back, and that's what matters to me, to you, and to each of us in this room. Thank you very much for watching, joining us, subscribing, liking, or just being yourself.
Get closer to Liverpool Football Club and the amazing city of Liverpool with Redmen Plus. More content for your eyes and ears, documentaries, extra bonus Redmen shows, podcast features, interviews. Get close to the culture of Liverpool Football Club on Redmen Plus.